Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right. Water, they say, is the stuff of life. And they're not wrong. Everybody needs water. And depending on your age, you need anywhere from 64 to 104 ounces of water per day, or 8 to 13 cups. Now, a woman in Australia, she overdid her water consumption in an effort to, quote, flush out an infection. She started drinking 4 liters of water a day. That's about 17 cups. And she ended up in the hospital with water toxicity. In a nutshell, she was slowly drowning herself. So, yeah, water is the stuff of life, but it can also mess you up. A man is suing Disney World after he was injured on one of their water slides. Now, sure, he was 30 pounds heavier than the safety guidelines allowed, but he's suing. Believe it or not, for only $50,000. Go figure. Meanwhile, a kid in New York City, he's suing the American Dreams water park after getting injured on one of their water slides. But frankly, when it says a 14-story drop, maybe you should anticipate that something bad might happen. Yeah. That's just me. Now, sometimes it's the water. It's not the water itself that's dangerous, but what's in the water. A few months ago, a Texas woman died from a brain-eating amoeba after cleaning her sinuses with tap water. And then, of course, we have countless stories of shark attacks, crocodile attacks, and if you happen to be in Spain or headed towards Spain, guess what? The orcas are back, baby. You might remember last year they started attacking sailboats and motorboats. Well, they're back, and they seem to enjoy tearing the rudders off of boats. And again, as best scientists can tell, the reason they're doing it, it's fun. But now there's more orcas doing it because they have trained orcas saying, hey, come off the coast of Spain, just rip the rudders off. It's great fun.
Jesus.
Get in. One of the quotes was, it was terrifying. Yeah, I bet it was. But today we're talking about water, H2O, the drink. It sure does the body good, but let's face it, sometimes water does you dirty. Maybe your house flooded, maybe you stepped in a puddle, your toilet exploded, we don't know. But today we want to know, why was water important to the story?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
On Fox One, now you can stream your favorite live sports, so you can be there live for the biggest moments.
Touchdown.
And catch history in the making.
Gibby, meet Freddie.
Fox One, we live for live. Streaming now.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
There's artificial intelligence, then there's apartmental intelligence. Yep, it's a thing. Apartments.com knows how to find the exact place you have in mind. Want a 3-bedroom condo in a walkable downtown? Done. Or that single-family home with a yard in a quiet neighborhood? Easy. With over 1 million rental listings, plus search tools that make moving simple, their apartmental intelligence can get you a place that gets you. Visit Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Well, but fellas, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,387. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of Your Guess Is As Good As Mine.
Jeez.
Our categories today: natural disasters around the world and the cost of groceries.
So what do you mean natural disasters around the world? Like the costliest ones?
No,
what areas get hit with
like
what?
We've all lived through at least maybe one or two.
Sure.
If you are from Seattle, more than likely, or maybe not, in your lifetime, you've been through an earthquake.
Earthquake, yeah.
If you've been in Arizona, you've been through what they call a haboob.
Haboob!
I've been in a haboob.
If you've lived on that's right, down in Burning Man, right?
Yep.
And if you've lived on the Atlantic, in any part, from Maine all the way down to Florida, there's hurricanes. If you were here, I don't know, 50 years ago, 45 years ago, you experienced the eruption of a volcano.
Yeah, that's a significant one.
There's forest
fires, tornadoes.
You live in the Midwest or Oklahoma, tornadoes.
Mudslides.
That's exactly right. Heat waves. I mean, all those things.
Heat wave. Windstorms, snowstorms,
nor'easters.
Ice storms.
That's right.
Yeah,
so,
nor'easters.
These are the top 10 greatest natural disasters that you can deal with.
All right. The top 10.
The top 10.
The greatest.
It's Spanish for the Nino.
Well, basically what they said was they, so the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina was, I believe, last Friday.
Shouldn't we have a different word for an anniversary of something negative?
And Ted, I did watch the first 2 episodes of the Katrina special. So I have to watch the third. But it's pretty good. But with that, they just said they asked the scariest natural disasters.
All right.
Which you would not want to deal with. So we have those for you. And then, good news, not that you haven't already noticed this, but in the United States of America, we have the 10 most expensive places to buy groceries as far as cities go.
Cities, okay.
All right. Does a lot of this have to do with distance?
Distance as far as?
Like a Honolulu or an Anchorage.
You know what? That's a great question.
They probably figure into it, but I'd say Seattle.
They do.
For sure.
They absolutely do. But you know what? That's the weird thing. That used to be the norm, and now everything else is kind of coming up and competing with those cities.
Yay!
Just based on the fact that they used to be so remote in a way. It's kind of hard to get the food there.
That doesn't seem good, Miles.
It doesn't. And you'll be happy to know that we live very close to one of the areas.
Oh, yeah.
That is included on this list.
Really? After my Rainier Cherry experience, saying,
really high up there. I mean, high up there. It's almost to the point where, depending on what you buy, I mean, if you can carry out, I'm talking about if you can carry out, maybe it's just me, 2 bags of groceries and you've spent $100, you've done some pretty good bargain shopping.
Yes.
If you get some good stuff. I mean, it is right there on that number. Now, Trader Joe's or other places like that, they'll give you a little bit of a break. You don't realize how much money you're spending. Then you walk out and you go, man, man, that's crazy.
I know.
And most of the time when you go someplace else, you don't typically go to their grocery stores. So you don't understand the difference. Now, when I go down to my uncle's house, we go to the grocery store because he doesn't want me eating his food. So the first thing we do is we go in there to buy what you're going to eat for the week. And I can't believe
everything.
The cost of the groceries.
Groceries, gas, Uber, you name it, man. We pay more here than almost anywhere else.
So those are our categories: natural disasters and the cost of groceries. As we play Your Guess Is As Good As Mine coming up at 4:30 on the program. Also, very excited today to announce to you that the men's room is now available live for your viewing pleasure on YouTube at KISW Rock.
Pleasure is subjective, but yes.
Ryan came in and he said, "What did you guys come up with any special outfits?" And I looked around the room, and I was like, apparently not.
No.
We did not do that. We were going to...
Did he seriously ask you that?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, no.
He just asked if, we
dressed up.
dressed ourselves and that we didn't look like, piles of garbage coming
Well,
in here today.
look, it's radio, okay? And we said this before. If you're good looking, you're on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Radio is TV for ugly people. We look ugly. We dress ugly. It just is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to Steve Jobs it and just wear a black shirt every day.
It's not a bad call.
Right?
It's not a bad call.
Right.
Yeah. One less thing to think about in the morning. Just
boom.
Steve Jobs, Ted Smith.
Yeah, we've been trying this on a test run basis for a while now. I want to say there's 4 or 5 episodes that are up already. If you want to go back and watch, say, for example, the 20th anniversary show from Friday.
Yeah.
That is all up there for your viewing pleasure as well. So,
correct.
And there's probably 3 or 4 others. We're going to do this every day if you're around the computer and you just want to watch us do our thing. There's a lot that we're worried about, to be honest with you. Things that are concerning. We're, for an example, no offense, sometimes, maybe you'll say something dumb and I'll roll my eyes, just like you do in your car when I say something dumb, right? But the difference is now you can see me roll my eyes, throw my hands up and mouth, so
I worried about it initially, and then once we started rolling, we were beta testing it the last couple of weeks, and I remember Ted and I gave each other a look. Some caller said something remarkably stupid, and we just gave each other the look of, you did hear this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then I don't care, right? It is what it is.
Right.
And again, the people on TV, they can't do that. Like, I feel bad for Steve Rabel, I thought was the best at it, right? So if you're doing, whether it's local or national news, sometimes news is just stupid. I don't mean politics and all that, but just something stupid, but they're supposed to deliver this with a straight face. And I always thought Steve Rabel had this ability, just with his eyebrows, to telegraph his exact thoughts about the story he's telling you without changing his voice.
Yeah.
He didn't change his face, or it's just this billionth of a second that says, I know this is stupid. I just have to tell you this. And I always appreciated that about him.
Yeah.
I don't have that gift. I think I'm a little more expressive.
A pick of the nose or a scratch of the nose looks like a pick.
It does, man. You rub your nose almost like you picked your nose.
I'm worried about hand motions, too. We do a lot of that.
I talk a lot with my hands.
I talk with my hands a lot. I didn't realize that until we started beta testing this. And I'm like, okay, got some Italian in me.
So if you don't know a lot about YouTube, here's how this shakes out, okay? So if you're watching it at your office or at home, when the music comes on, that music is licensed. And so you're not going to hear the songs. A lot of the segments, including Sit and Spin. A lot of people will email
really
in.
just Sit and Spin.
We're Sit and Spin on, let's say, our daily podcast. The reason that's not there is because some of these service providers that carry our podcasts and put them out there, they're not licensed for music.
Correct.
So we are on Odyssey. So on the Odyssey app. But when we blanket put it out there, we can't put it out on any of them because, we could get in trouble. So when we go to these, so we're going to have some stuff to fill in the blanks that we'll make an announcement on that shortly.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of ideas and things. Maybe some old highlights from back in the day or whatever we've got on file. And we'll build that file as we go along. But this is the initial launch of this, obviously. So like anything else, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. You can also leave comments.
Yeah.
On there.
They already are.
Read them right now.
We can interact with you. Read some of the comments there that you can see, Mike.
A lot of them are mean, Miles.
What are they saying?
Let's see. It's like, Tracy says, I can see you all, which is great. Tyson says, seeing how the sausage is made, which is fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't say what Mike said there. Just said, what's up, guys? Amy says, hey, guys, so weird to watch the faces with the voices. Does Mike always look so serious? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Check out Miles' nose in HD. There we go.
This is going to be fun. We're not going to regret this at all.
No volume during the break.
You can't imagine.
You know what I thought about, too? This is going to be great. So I'm pretty sure my nose is so screwed up, and I had a deviated septum repair.
Yeah.
But I've got post-nasal drip that's really affecting my throat and everything else. So basically what they've told me now is I'm going to need a nose job. All right?
For real.
Now, what I mean a nose job is, they're going under the hood, and they are rebuilding the entire inside of this bad boy.
You're going to get a different look?
I don't know. I don't think the look is going to change. It's just that.
But can you request one?
Yeah,
look, if they're already going to be
I
there.
love my nose. What are you talking about?
It's gorgeous.
You already have a penis.
I think I should change it. Is there something wrong with it?
Nothing at all. It makes your face, Miles.
You're on YouTube now, man.
I
Make yourself look
dude,
better.
I think I'm going to have like bandages all over my face. I think I'm going to talk like this for like a week or two. Which is going to be great.
So you might as well get whatever you want done.
Blackened eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can take my car into the shop, but I also may be like, hey, while you're in there, I'll change the headlight.
They do it without even asking. You know what else you need to do? This, and this.
I was going to tell them, ask them to make it bigger.
You make a bigger nose.
So I can breathe more air in. I'm actually going to be able to breathe out of my nose. But it's going to be pretty ugly on video for a while. So
It already is.
I know that, but I thought
I'm just saying, like, dude, it's fine. It's fine.
I just didn't know we were flexing on you every day, breathing in and out of our noses.
Oh, one day I'm going to be able to, which is going to be fantastic. You know, you thought you had sleep apnea. Wait till you can breathe out of your nose when you sleep.
See, now these comments are distracting. They're like, well, you guys are doing it, or the Daily Mig Show going to do it. Maybe. Look, here's the thing.
Not going to rule it out.
They're beta testing it on us because no better people to experiment than us, for Christ's sake. So I know eventually they would like to do that. Maybe some of the other stations. I don't know. It depends how this goes. Who?
Well, you can ask the morning show. We're just trying to do this thing right now.
Yeah.
Are they going to do it? I don't know. We're trying to figure it out ourselves.
I will say another fun reason to go and watch the YouTube stream is the audio that we collect out of there is pre-delay, if you know what I mean.
So when they drop the bombs,
that's right. You get to hear everything. If Ted screws up on FCC, you're going to hear it there.
It's at KISW Rock.
Correct.
If you're at the party on Saturday, hopefully you got a chance to meet Tim. He's the one doing all this stuff.
Yes, sir.
And we launched today, so this is all new to us.
Yep.
We will figure it out as we go along. Well, Tim's already done a great job of setting this thing up.
To me, Tim's got to figure it out. I just need to be here.
That's right. We are light years ahead of a lot of people that already do this type of thing.
Oh, God.
As far as what I've seen on graphics and shows and everything else, there's some cool effects that Tim's got in there.
Yeah, I know.
So it really is, it's a different way to check out the show at KISW Rock if you want to watch us on YouTube. But it's kind of weird to be on camera all the time. As far as just,
it is a little weird, man.
You know, obviously the cocaine days are over with. We can't just snort it right on the counter. Now we got to go into the bathroom or the office. You can't just smoke weed, like we used to in here.
Such a hard life you live.
I know. We're going to have to.
I know.
Be on our best behavior. Not come in here like eyes half open. Like, oh, God.
That I can't. I mean, that's just how it's going to be if it's that day, man.
If you're having a hard time finding the YouTube channel, go to KISW.com. It's the top link that we got on there. That'll take you right to it. Yeah. Also, subscribe to KISW to Rock to get those notifications when we're going live and all that fun stuff.
I don't know that we should have started the day after the first Sunday of NFL football.
I was saying to Steve outside, I'm just so tired from the party, which was awesome on Saturday.
It was good, yeah.
We have a ton of thank yous on that. The 20th anniversary party of Black Raven. The bands were fantastic. New Originals kicked ass.
Oh, Mike crushed
the Soundgarden tribute.
Outshine. That guy's voice.
It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
I told him afterwards, I said, dude, you sing so well. It's like, thank you. I said, but it pisses me off. I want to punch you in the throat. It just does. Because I wish I could sing that.
I met two other people said, I used to think I could sing.
You can't. No. If you're going to compare yourself to this guy, just know you can't.
Stoned Evergreen Travelers basically brought the place down.
They're a blast.
And we just want to thank Black Raven. They opened up the back of the brewery for us.
Yeah, where we were is not normally where they have people hanging out.
That's awesome. That's where they brewed the beer. And for us, for a very limited release there, they did a watermelon lager. Now, I kept jumping up and I was drinking these things pretty quick because I
had one and then it was gone.
I knew that there was a couple kegs. So I was going to get as many as I could before those kegs blew because everyone was going up there.
I had one.
After
and then we talked about it the first time we went up on stage and everybody drank it.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, dude, the kegs are blown.
And it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically that's the way it went down. Like I saw when they took the sign down, I was like, no. No. And Black Raven has so many good beers.
Hell yeah.
So I was like drinking the Pilsner Lime. I had a couple IPAs from us.
We were
there for 5 hours. So it was easy, just steady drink and have a good time. Thanks to the Cut Shop. Those guys set up out front and they were making tacos. They had the men's room beer brats from Willie's Famous Sausage.
I got a bite of one of those.
So they were grilling those
for my son. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, can I have a bite of my own goddamn sausage? I am starving. He was very begrudging, kind of one of those.
Yeah, all right, Dad.
Like, sorry. Sorry to put you out, man.
Right. The chocolates were there.
The Sanko chocolates were there.
Absolutely. I forgot how good those were.
I know, man.
They are so good.
I saw Ken and Donnie talking to Ted. And I'm like, did you guys try the chocolates yet? They're like, chocolates. I mean, they're right there.
Do it.
Right there in front of you. So I went and bought a big old bag of them and brought them over. I'm like, tell me. They ate them like,
I know, man.
I had a couple people come up to me and tell me they got some chips and salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Nice.
But they specifically were like, the one guy was like, she didn't dip responsibly, dude. And I was like, what?
Damn.
She was like, I just ate it. I was like, all right.
Well, do you have salsa on your shirt? There's telltale signs.
Hey, I just tell people to dip responsibly. But if you choose yourself to go irresponsible, go through a container, go ahead.
You can't control it, man.
Yeah, yesterday was football.
They always say don't drink and drive. In the end, it's your decision.
Right.
But they're responsible.
Like people were drinking responsibly out there, too. We had Mercury's Coffee out there giving everybody
They're awesome.
coffee and Italian sodas out there.
I sent so many kids over there. I was like,
I know.
Is mom or dad having a beer? Yeah, go get an Italian soda.
My kid was sucking one down.
Here's a funny story. So I'm talking to the owner of Mercury's Coffee.
All right.
And I said, I love your K-Cups. And I was like, I drink them a lot. I was like, I've got 12 of those or whatever. And he's like, where did you buy them? And I'm like, where did I buy them? I'm like,
get those things.
Market Time? I'm like, I don't remember, man. And he's like, and I'm like, I don't know where I got them. And I'm like, I got them at the golf tournament. That's exactly where I got them. It didn't even dawn on me. I was like, if I could have remembered that. Like, yeah, you were at a golf tournament.
Right.
Because I was just on one hole. So I didn't see those guys that much because they were kind of out of their own hole.
Sure.
And doing their stuff. That's where I got the K-Cups. I love that crap. That is a great coffee company. They're basically just on the east side is a problem.
Yeah,
So
I've been over there once. My kid had some lesson. I don't remember. My wife said, look, you need to go to this place. To be fair, I did not get coffee when I went there, but I got a sandwich, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah. They're right beside the cut shop up there if you're in Woodinville.
Christ, okay.
So
They were really good people, too.
They sure fired up. Yeah, it was a great day. Bo, Mike, all the people at Black Raven, thank you so much. If you could, please just brew another batch of that watermelon beer, man.
You sold out 2 kegs in no time.
I'll bring my friends up. We'll watch football on Sunday. Or Saturday or whatever the deal is. Just bring some food in, man. Get one of your food trucks up there and just chug that beer. It was no disrespect to the Men's Room 20th Anniversary Lager. I love it. I'm just telling you, watermelon beer, if I ever see it on the menu, it's like a banana milkshake. I almost go, oh, my God. It's like I cannot believe.
Well, that's what I was telling them. I was like, it's like
You never find it on the menu, though.
There's where's the last time you had a banana? And not like Baskin Robbins. I mean, just like a standard.
Okay, where could you go get a root beer float?
I feel like places
Baskin
they
Robbins?
could do that.
That's what I'm saying. If it's on the menu, like, oh, root beer float.
Sure. I feel like that's more prevalent than the banana milkshake.
It is.
Okay.
That's why it's like it's a unicorn.
Okay.
So when I see it, it's like watermelon beer.
Correct. There's not a lot of watermelon beers, but I'm with Miles. When I see it, I buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's that good. It's that good. So thank you for everyone that came up and hung out. Hopefully we got a chance to talk to you in one form or fashion. But what a great place. I hope everybody had a good time.
I did, man.
I had a blast. It seemed like everyone was having fun.
It was a great day.
As usual, everyone is incredibly well behaved, incredibly polite, and everyone had a smile on their face. So it was a good time for us. So
I thought people
so
were super high, though. I'm just saying, as far as the smiles on the face, it's like there's a smile because you're happy, and there's a smile because you are stoned. And I'm saying it's about 50-50.
Somebody gave me a joint that looked like it was just covered in gold dust of keef and oil. And I just
what happened to the shrooms, man?
I'm
the shroom guy. I know you don't tell me you did them, all right? You did not do shrooms.
No, I didn't do them.
I wanted to do them. Who did them?
I didn't do them.
You son of a...
I did not do them.
Who'd you give them to that did them?
I don't know.
Because someone told me, hey, man, he's got shrooms. I said, yes, I'm going to take them all because he doesn't do shrooms. I love shrooms.
I'm going to hold him hostage and trade for some weed. Because I know you guys got a bunch that you're supposed to give me and didn't.
That's true.
Our question, why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCKS.
Text the Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ever walked past a place for rent and wish you could just peek inside? Maybe even explore the layout? Envision the natural light streaming through the windows? Or plan where your vinyl record collection would go? At Apartments.com, you can. With tools like their 3D virtual tours, you can see the exact unit you'd be living in. Really envision yourself in your new home with Apartments.com. The place to find a place.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Hey, one more thing here before we get into the question. So Saturday, Sango Chocolates was up there. We talked about the chocolates, the truffles, how delicious they are. And they are. So they put the different versions of the Black Raven beer, including our IPA, into their truffles. And that's kind of in the middle. I know it sounds weird. You taste it and you go, wow, this is unbelievable, right?
Right.
So with the money they made yesterday, I believe they're going to take about $800 and give that to the 3 local Fisher House locations.
Oh, nice.
So thank you guys for buying the chocolates up there. That is that's a nice little a bonus, so to speak. Okay, back to the question, which is this: why was water an important part of the story? We'll start with this one. Pods of killer whales are once again attacking boats along the coast of Spain, striking fear into the hearts of local sailors. As Live Science reports, the orcas have been singling out sailboats and tearing off their rudders, again drawing attention to the large sea mammals' changing behaviors, with experts suggesting that orcas are teaching each other how to take down sailing vessels.
Let me show you something, son.
And if you're going to do this in any part of the world that has beautiful women, this is a great spot to be.
I'm sure that's what the killer whales were thinking. Like, the chicks are hot.
Look, in Valencia off the coast, we're going to dump this boat in the water. Look at that. Right. Wow, that is incredible. They don't care if it's a sailboat or a motorboat. They look for the rudder to break them. They just push it with their head until it breaks, and that's basically it. Most recently, over the weekend, orcas had ripped off a wooden sailing ship's rudder off the Galician coast in northwestern Spain. So that's on the Atlantic. The truth is, we were very frightened. In fact, we completely freaked out when we realized the orcas were ramming the boat. Yeah, that freaked me out too. They do note that earlier this year, a pod of orcas rammed a British sailboat off the northern coast. So our question, why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, boys.
Hola.
Man, congrats on the 20, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, thank you, dude.
Appreciate it.
I got a couple things real quick. Miles, Thrill, you guys seem okay? Mike seems pretty awesome. Ted, we got to talk about the Western chapter of your fan club, bro. I'm the comptroller. There's
All
some
right.
things we need to talk about.
All right. We'll work on it.
You need to send them a detailed email.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can't talk about it over the phone.
Obviously
But,
not. Man's listening.
Obviously not, my friend. You know that.
I know that. We
I wanna
know that.
Yeah. So some water. You guys go fishing ever?
Well, sure.
Yeah.
You guys ever do any of that real fishing, like with fly rods?
I've done it before, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your version of real fishing, I think the people in Alaska would beg to differ.
Sure.
Well, no, it's a whole other story. However, my mom and dad have a really nice place on a really awesome river in southeastern Washington called the Grand Ronde River.
All right.
It's a really, really, really awesome river. You walk out back to their house and you fish. We don't do none of that wussy ass spin reel fishing. We fly fish. Kind of like the Robert Redford movie.
A river runs through it.
The aptly named.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. So in order to do that, you got to wear hip waders because you got to get out in the water. You got to wear hip waders. And you guys familiar with hip waders?
Yeah.
So they can get away from you if you're not careful because they'll fill with water. And I found myself rolling down that river, losing my footing, and it's honestly kind of hard to talk about because I was watching my mom and dad on their deck 300 yards away as I'm flowing down this river after losing my footing and feeling my damn hip waders get filled up with water. And the whole process took about 3 minutes maybe. But there was a solid 30 to 45 seconds where I said to myself, John, you might die right now.
Yeah. Did you manage to get out of them and lose them, or were you able to save them?
So, not to make it too long, but, you know, where they live, there's a deep pool upriver, and it narrows down into 3 channels with 2 kind of rock bar islands.
Oh, so you could just go down and fish
really
them out.
Narrow and fast. Say again?
You could just walk down after you got out of them, go down, pick them up, and bring them to shore.
I never got out of them, my friend.
Oh,
never got out of them.
okay.
I was out in the river. I lost my footing. I turned around into the sun and kind of lost perspective, and slipped and banged my knee, and it hurt really bad. And then I turned back up river, and the current just kind of knocked my feet out from under me, and I fell forward into the current. The waders were tight, but they weren't tight enough. They started filling up with water, and I could not get my footing. At that point, the river is moving maybe 8 miles an hour, and it's about 3 feet deep, and it's headed towards the rapids. And I bounced my way down, like face forward, and then feet forward, downhill, bounced off of the rocks. I was about 20 feet away from the shore, and it was getting close to where everything narrows down. There's big boulders. There was, white water. I was rolling through white water, and the whole time I'm holding my fishing rod up, kind of like Brad Pitt when he really rolls down the river and has a hold of the fish, but I didn't have a hold of the fish. And I can see my mom and dad out on the porch 300 yards away.
Just laughing their ass off.
No, they were waving.
Thank God he's gone.
My mom was in tears. It was awesome. You guys can let me go. Thank you.
Oh, it's good. She was crying tears of joy. She was hoping she'd have one more pork chop for dinner.
But at least Brad Pitt did have a fish on the line in that scene.
And his hair did look good.
Yeah.
It was basically that scene, but I didn't have a fish, and it was awful, man. And I hurt myself, and it wasn't good, man. But I was so freaking lucky. Like,
it sounds like it.
Hung up on something. It was bad, my friends. It was bad, my friends. Thank you for the good work, and thank you for the show. I love you guys. I hope to meet you in person one of these days. Ted, we got to talk about this fan club.
Yeah, I know. You guys got to
get on that, man.
You got to get together.
I haven't been up to date.
Just email them.
Western chapter, right?
Western chapter.
I told you to keep an eye on those guys.
Not the Texas chapter.
No, they're good.
The Western chapter. I haven't been out there. All right.
Yeah, man. You got to put in the work, Ted.
Yeah, you got to show up on a horse. You got to fly fish.
Jesus!
They set their own ground rules. They didn't even ask.
Right? It's wild.
I'm not going to get my cut.
That's why Robbie Knievel lived out there. Yeah. It was only Washington's finest. It's like the woman who knocked the girl in the knee with a baton at the Olympics.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Tanya Harding.
Yeah.
Robbie Knievel. You only get the finest on the peninsula.
That is quality
of Washington.
Quality
State.
Stuff.
That guy did have 2 things working against him though. A, rivers are dangerous. Then B, like once he's like, my wader's filled up. Like, yeah, that sounds completely dangerous.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Amber. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So we were at a bachelorette party at 88 Keys in Seattle. And right off the bat, they order a round of Patron for everyone. And I'm next to the bachelorette's neighbor, and she's like, oh, I don't do tequila. And I'm like, me neither. And so I take our plastic water cups while everybody's talking, combined our water, put the Patron into one cup, put water into our Patron shots, and then, yay, shots, and take it. Nobody is any wiser. Go about. Somebody shows up late and decides to buy the bachelorette another shot, and she goes to chase it with our Patron water cup. And proceeds, it was bad, and proceeded to have to run to the bathroom immediately.
How much did she just down? 2 or 3 big gulps?
Oh, 2 full shots of Patron right after her other shot.
I was going to say, right, if in any time, drinking something you don't expect to have alcohol in it, and it does, just alarming and shocking.
It absolutely
is. It hit her all the wrong way.
I think drinking something that doesn't have alcohol in it is shocking.
So did you guys get outed as a result of that, or did she just think you guys were really putting it on?
Oh, no, absolutely. She knew it was me because I'm just a beer girl. I'm usually always trying to avoid the shots. So she was like, that's Amber. Yep. Thanks.
See, that's where you and I are different. Because a lot of times I'll say, man, I don't drink this. But I'll drink it if you give it to me. Like, oh, man, I really don't want this. I really don't like it. But I'm going to drink it.
There's very few things I'll say no, definite no.
What's a definite no for you?
Probably Malort.
Okay.
I don't find it funny. I think it's disgusting.
What does it taste like, for real?
Oh, I don't know how to describe it.
It's horrible.
I mean,
why is this such a big Chicago thing? Because it was everywhere.
It never left that area. Mm-hmm. And then it's become a new thing to buy shots of it for people because it's so gross.
Just buy a mellow corn. I mean, mellow corn is better. If you're saying I can tolerate
mellow corn is better than Malort.
I just never had it. So is it more on the wine tip? Is it pepperminty? What is it? Abstinence?
No. I'm telling you, it tastes like a sweat sock. It's somehow been in the sun, but is yet still damp.
Mm-hmm. But why is it only just in this one pocket of the world? It's nowhere else.
Well, that's why.
Because
nobody else ever wanted it.
Okay.
But Chicago, it's some old thing that's been there. It's look.
I didn't know if it was an old German thing or.
I'm just saying that
There's a reason it hasn't spread.
Correct.
Right? The ancient Egyptians and Germans, they produce beer. And you can find beer around the world because everyone said, hey, you guys are onto something. Jack Daniels, and now a lot of Japanese whiskeys, but Jack Daniels is kind of the standard bearer internationally for how people perceive whiskey. And wherever you take it, people are happy to see it. Malort, it never, look, even mellow corn has made it out of wherever. Where does that come from?
Probably Iowa.
All right. Either way.
I'm just assuming Nebraska, someplace where
it is
corn
even
is
trickled out of there. Mad Dog.
Well, it doesn't really have a taste to it. It doesn't really have a taste to it. It's just basically straight corn alcohol.
And it's still better than Malort. Seriously.
Yeah, Malort's just gross.
It's just bad. There's no reason.
Because I know a bar in Fremont that's got it.
What, Malort?
Yeah. And people order it. And I've seen it go, and it doesn't look like anyone's got this terrible look on their face.
Really?
Yeah, they'll serve it up tonight with the Chicago Bears game at Petoskey's.
Okay.
People will drink to live in
Chicago Bears.
All right, maybe because they're from Chicago, they're used to it. Is
it like Vegemite? If you like it, you like it?
That's not a bad comparison.
What's the digestif one that is big in San Francisco? Oh, Fernet. So I don't mind Fernet, but most people hate it. But it's only big in San Francisco. It's big around the world, but it doesn't. They tried to push it up here, and people were kind of ugh.
What about Ouzo? Can you drink Ouzo?
Reluctantly, I will still do a drink of it.
I think that's
kind of it's on the Rumpleman tip.
No.
It's not too far from that
yes, it is.
Pepperminty flavor. I just had one last week.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, I was like, I'll be a Rumplemints guy, and that lasted about a month and a half.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's still a pretty good time.
You can have a good time.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
So I've been listening to your guys' show for 4 or 5 years. First time caller. I absolutely love your show.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
I'm glad I found it. So this actually took place about 12 or 13 years ago. This happened during the winter. I was hanging out with my cousin, and we got bored, and we decided to go to one of the lakes around where I lived. Well, the lake had frozen over, obviously, because it was cold. It was a cold winter. Anyways, while we were roaming around the lake area, we found a shopping cart somewhere on the side. We took the shopping cart, took it out to the dock, and we rolled the shopping cart out onto the lake. So it went, just basically rolled out to the middle of the lake on the ice. Well, we come to find out it was either later that night or the next day. Apparently, a group of teenagers or younger kids decided that they wanted to go out and try to retrieve the shopping cart from the middle of the lake. Well, didn't go so well. Apparently, one of the kids fell through the ice and ended up drowning in the lake.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
How old were you when you guys did this?
I was just about 30. I don't think I was quite 30 yet. We were 28, 29 years old.
Jesus.
Oh, my God,
So
man.
how guilty did you feel about that?
I felt pretty guilty after I heard it happen. To be honest,
I mean, you didn't know. Did you know definitively that they were going out for the shopping cart, and that's why the kid went through?
Yeah, because I read I didn't see it, but I read there was a news story about it. It was either the next day or the day after that.
Wow.
But there was a news story about it, and they said that's what had happened is they went out to try to retrieve the shopping cart, and he ended up falling through the ice and drowning.
What does that even feel like, to the best of your description, to read that and understand that in some way you had an impact on that?
Well, honestly, I thought I was in huge trouble. I thought, for some reason, the cops were going to come knocking at my door because, for some reason or not, we basically assisted in that by doing something stupid. But after, like a week or so, I wasn't so worried about that. But yeah, I felt kind of guilty that we were the ones that threw the cart out there.
I mean, you cannot control what other people are going to do.
Correct.
But yeah,
You don't expect that. That was not the intent.
Right.
But what happened was that.
Wow, man.
That's crazy.
That is...
My biggest problem with a shopping cart is just finding one that doesn't have a crappy wheel on it.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, that's as big as I can.
How far do you make it into the store before you decide, like, I got to get another
immediately
one?
turn around.
I immediately
feel like it's gonna shake and it's got like a piece of string on it, and it feels like it's locking up.
I just don't want that loud one.
I don't mind the loud one as long as it can push straight. I don't mind if it's loud.
Then the wheel that spins around like this, like 360 all the time.
Yeah,
it's never going to straighten out.
How often do they do maintenance on shopping carts? Just generally, if I go to Safeway, say out of every 100 shopping carts, 3 of them are kind of bum.
Well, the ones I see on the Burt Gilman Trail need a little work.
Well, sure, they use those as grills. Yeah.
Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
I will say, like, it's not often you get a bad one.
I think that's why it pisses you off. If you expected it, you'd be like, it's just par for the course. But like when you because you realize everyone else at the grocery store does not have that. So even when they're walking by you, they kind of give you that feel bad for you look. And 1 or 2 people, damn well, they were like, I grabbed that one too.
It's also time of day, right? So like if I go after work, like I'll stop, get some soda water or something tonight.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's 6:30. Like, all right, low traffic or low cart, high traffic.
Yeah.
Sunday I was fired up. I was in that store at like 8:30, 8:45 a.m. It's a sea of good carts. Took my time, picked the right one, make sure she was rolling smooth.
Do you actually test it before you take it out?
Sunday morning I did. I was like, look, I'm up. I'm at this grocery store waiting for my coffee. Like, not that guy.
About 5,
this guy.
Maybe longer than this. 5 or some years ago. My kids wanted to do like a holiday dinner at my house. They did one of their moms. So I go on like Christmas, the 23rd, 24th, whatever the Saturday was or the Sunday was. The Fred Meyer in Ballard is packed. I find a parking space. I walk in. I look. There are no carts. None. They are all back out in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
It is cold.
Yeah.
It is rainy. There's one left, and it's the fire truck. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? It wasn't as big as the ones that I remember. It was basically a 2-seater side to side for 2 little kids in the front. So I took it. So I just started putting stuff in the seats and all that stuff. And like the looks I got.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. In the Fred Meyer are the looks that, people get who like put their animal in a baby carriage.
You could have walked and got one from one of the satellite spots.
I could have.
Yeah.
I could have, but that was the only one left. I really just needed to get. I pretty well filled that thing up.
I hope some mom and dad walked in there with 2 kids.
Looking at me,
and they have nothing.
But there was like a little steering wheel on the damn thing.
Yeah. I know what they look like, but they're for people with children.
That's right. Well, I had children. They're just adults.
That doesn't count.
It was seriously kind of fun. I was just walking around with this thing like, man, I got like a fire truck. Anyway, why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger.
That was genius!
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ever watch your pet sleep and wonder what they're dreaming about? Maybe it's them chasing a ball on a grassy field next to your new duplex, or catching the Frisbee in front of your single-family home. Or perhaps they're zooming around the kitchen of your open-concept condo. Whatever their dream setting looks like, you can rest assured that you'll find the most pet-friendly rental listings on Apartments.com. The place to find a pet-friendly place.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
Our question, why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
We shall have a comment here from the YouTube stream, if you will. Says, I went camping, ate only jerky, drank no water. Got so constipated. Well, I squatted over an anthill at 3 a.m. Ants attacked. I fell pants down. Stood in poop. Then they had drink water. Yeah, that is a good call, man. That is a good call. Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
Hey, I just want to say thank you guys for Saturday.
Thank you, man.
I'm the guy that was in the neck collar.
Oh, right.
Saw you.
Only on Tylenol. I thought for sure they'd have
We
you
had
hopped
so
up.
many injured listeners yesterday. It's like a Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah. I ended up getting pictures with the elk plane drifter, with the ginger midget, Mrs. Amy. So I got to meet a lot of people. It was really cool.
Nice. I did appreciate the ginger midget rocking the eye patch with the word Reno written on it.
She looked at me and goes, do you see the eye patch? Like, well, yeah, it's an eye patch.
Why are you wearing that? You're going to hurt your
She wore it
vision.
just for you, Miles.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So anyways, when I was growing up, we used to go cliff diving at the rock quarries.
How high are
You
these
had,
cliffs?
You had like one that you could jump off that was like 20 foot, one that was about 35, and the highest one was about 45. And so we'd all go out there in the summertime and go jumping and have fun and all that stuff. And my brother's girlfriend would never do it. And finally one day we talked her into it, and we got her up to the highest one, about 45 feet. And we made everybody lined up at the path that she had to run and got her all talked into it. She's psyched up and ready to go. And she takes off running, and at the very last minute, she grabs the very last guy at the edge of the cliff and decides she doesn't want to go. And instead of him getting dragged off with her, he just pushed her off.
All right.
And she landed in about 3 feet of water.
Oh!
Fortunately, it was all silty and muddy and everything else, so she hit and went up to her knees in mud and basically landed on her butt. Didn't get hurt, not a scratch.
That's amazing.
Really?
But, yeah, she would never do it again.
Damn. Well, at least she did it once. Mm-hmm. My son did this month and a half ago, toward the end of August, whatever. A buddy of his, a couple of them went down. And so I'm at work, and he says we're going swimming. That is what he sells me on this in the morning. Then I get a text that says we're cliff jumping. And I'm like, what the F is he talking about? So the mother that was there keeping an eye on him, she's sending me videos throughout the day of them jumping off this cliff. And every video is a little bit higher, just like this guy's saying. You know, you build your courage up. That's what I felt like a parent, right? So I'm texting my wife, like, are you seeing these effing videos? She's like, yeah, I've seen them. I'm like, I'm kind of freaking out because I'm worried. And I was watching his ass jump. And I mean, the water did not look deep.
What body of water?
I'm not sure. Somewhere south of here. I cannot remember the name of it. I may remember this guy's talking because I guess it's a place that people go specifically to do it. And then, so they get home. He was fine, you know, him, all of his buddies. But he said, at one point we're jumping and there's a slightly higher peak that they're debating jumping off of. And it's like this weird guy shows up, strips down to his underwear because he doesn't bother to bring trunks, looks at us and says, oh, man, some people have died jumping off of this one, and then jumped the hell off. Yeah. So I was like, did you guys jump off of that one? He said, not after that.
Well,
we were
lakes,
going to.
Lakes usually pretty good. It helps that you need somebody that knows the area.
Yeah.
But like with rivers and stuff, too, the rivers change. So sometimes the hole was deep enough that you could jump into them, and now it's not.
Yeah, this was a river. Yeah. Like I said, everything about it I didn't like. But
Dude,
I didn't say anything. I saw the videos. When I just saw him, I was just happy to see him in one piece. I'm like, all right, cool.
The best one, it's years ago, right? We're up at Summer Meltdown. It's Saturday. We're on the river, right?
All right.
So there's this bend, right, on the Stillaguamish River in Darrington. Everybody knows it. So everybody's from the festival, but there's also kind of like back ways you can just come into the river.
All right.
So people are on this rope swing, and there's a big hole in the middle. But as you get out, it gets shallow quicker. So me and my buddies are sitting on a log, right? This guy comes over, and he's got on like a hard hat, but like the round one. I guess it's for if you're a lumber.
Yeah.
So he looks at us and goes, think about jumping in. And I go, hey, dude, just so you know it looks deep right here, but it's only, it's pretty shallow.
Yeah.
And he just takes off his hat and goes, well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Tosses the hat. Miles does a belly flop at about like a foot of water.
Did he know that? So he was
I told him twice, and I wasn't sober, to say the least. And I went, hey, man. And he's like, you got to do what you got to do.
Was he okay?
He was fine. He was completely embarrassed because the whole beach went, ooh. Yeah. And then everybody started laughing at him. And can you imagine after being that cool and going, do what you got to do, and then you got to do a push-up and just stand up out of a foot of water? Jesus. But he just walked off in shame.
Dude, I told that place I was showing you pictures of Nick's in Negril, Jamaica. So they have a bar and they have a cliff. You can jump off of it.
Yeah.
So I jumped a couple times. You go and you get a beer. And you're like, I'm going to go back and cool off, just like you would at a pool.
Sure.
So I'm probably 2 or 3 back in line. And the guy goes, hold up. Get out of the water. I think I've told you guys this. There was a shark that was swimming in the cove. And so we wait. I go back down to the table, drink some more of my beer. I figure they're going to get the green light. I walk back up there. There's no one in line. Perfect. The guy goes, okay, I think we're okay, but I'm going to go check. So he dives in head first. First of all, it's too high to dive. He just did no problem, like Superman.
Yeah.
Flies through the air. He dives in, and he's swimming underwater, back and forth. He didn't come up for like 60 seconds. He swam all the way to the end of the cove and goes, yeah, man, he's way out there. And I'm like, he's like, I saw him, but he's way out there. Don't worry about it. You go ahead and go. So I'm like, hell, I jumped real quick. I swam so fast to that ladder, man. I mean, I was just booking it. I mean, that shark was like 200 yards out.
Doesn't matter.
But it was just amazing, like how far he could swim and look and see and realize. And he was swimming toward where the shark was.
What's amazing, in spite of his ability to do that, is that he chooses that to see if he can go find a shark.
Correct.
Even if I could, I'm not doing that.
He looked like, underwater, man. He was flying. I was like, dude, look at this guy go. Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
How are you doing today? I just have a short story.
All right.
I know how this is going to end.
Between 85 and 1990, I served in the Navy on the East Coast. About 86 or 87, we were doing patrols in the North Sea up by the Soviet Union and Scotland and all that above the Arctic Circle. There was an oil rig that had a fire and ended up blowing apart and killed 169 people in the North Sea.
Jesus.
We did rescue missions on that oil rig to help the people out of the water that was like 35 degrees.
How many people work on those things?
I would guess that there's probably 200, but like I said, it just killed 169 people.
Jesus.
Did
man.
they have life rafts or anything? Were they prepared for that?
They've got the little tugs and everything else, and we picked up one, and they're supposed to be bright orange so that you can see them and all that. But the one that we picked up pulled alongside the ship. The people were dead, and the whole thing was charred black.
Damn, man.
But and they're big. I mean, they're like monster things. They're 300 feet off of the water. They're probably 2 football fields by 2 football fields. Just giant. I'm sorry?
So they must have had a big explosion.
Yeah, it was some kind of a fire, some kind of explosion. It was unreal. I mean, I have never seen anything like it. And there was numerous platforms around it, but this one was it was big. It was yellow and black because it was obviously burnt. And 3/4 of it was gone. It was in the ocean, in the water, and everything.
Did you actually see the explosion, or you guys got the call that it happened?
We got the call. We got the SOS from the platform itself. It took us about 7 or 8 hours to get there at as fast as the ship would go that I was on. And so we were hauling butt all the way there, and just devastation, complete chaos, just all kinds of things. And there was boats everywhere around us.
What were the people? What were the survivors saying, as far as the ones you were able to pick out of the water?
Holy crap!
Well, it's amazing. 7-8 hours. If they were in the water at 35 degrees, that they even made it more than a half an hour.
That's the thing. I mean, if you hit the water in 35 degrees, you're dead in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you may or may not know the answer to this, but if you get a gig working on an oil rig, like, what is the shift? Are you there for 3 weeks? Are you there for 6 months? You have any idea?
I have no idea. I can imagine it's probably a month on and then like 2 weeks off. Those guys are making bucks. They got to be making bucks.
But isn't also to a penal colony, essentially, from everything that I've heard.
Yeah, the guys are willing to work out there.
Yeah. So I would assume that it's something like that. You guys know nothing. So anyway, thanks for all the communication. Have a great day. Love you guys. Love the show.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
All right, quick question. You get your choice. You can work on an oil rig, you can work in the Antarctic, or you can work on an Alaskan fishing boat.
Antarctic.
I'm taking Antarctic.
You can be inside. Whatever you got to do, I'll do it.
And I hear nightmares about that, too, because they have to do all this kind of like training for emergency preparedness outside. Obviously, you want to avoid that, but I'm just like, man, of those 3 things, I'm taking Antarctica.
I think and I know how hard it is, but just because it's a shorter amount of time, I'll go crabbing.
You're going crabbing? Man.
I don't want to be out on that rig forever, for a long time. And then I think those Antarctica jobs, like, you got to be there for months on end.
You got to be there for months.
You can't land
That's what makes the crabbing or fishing so tough, is that you got to get it all done in like 3 weeks. So you're basically not sleeping, or for however long the season is. And I'm obsessed. I watch that show all the time.
I know you do.
So I'm like, I don't know that at 44 I could still do it, but I'm like, if I had to pick one, I would take that one.
Really? Nah, I'm taking Antarctic. Although, was it earlier this year, I think, no one's been really clear about what went down in Antarctica. But one of the people there, keep in mind,
lost his mind.
It's a limited number of people, but one of them, something was going wrong is kind of all they would really say. And you would get little trickles out like, well, I believe like he armed himself with a knife and like holed away in this one room, then he's threatening other people, but they keep radioing like, yeah, we know you're not scheduled to show up, but like, seriously, man, you got to come.
We got to get this guy off here.
But this went on for weeks, and I'm like, that's bad, man.
Oh yeah,
that is bad.
Yeah.
I'm still taking that over the crabbing boat or the oil rig.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess there's no bears or nothing, but like...
There's just the brutal freaking cold.
I'm just imagining there's just a knock at that door and like, do we answer?
You can, because it's covered in snow.
I'm not answering
most of the time they're down there. You can't even walk outside.
No.
And when you can, that's why it's so hard to get supplies in. They had a plane 2 weeks ago that had to do like some crazy-ass landing in the dark when the wind wasn't blowing.
Right.
So they landed at night to get somebody out of there who needed medical attention.
Probably that guy.
And, I mean, this guy, this would be something you would base a movie on. As far as just how crazy, heroic, there's no lights on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
You need to land this. So they had people out there with, like, flashlights and stuff.
Great.
Like, here we are. Like, can you see us? Land it this way.
Right.
And he did. And he took off, and he got the guy out of there. Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
That's why we do radio. Hello, Zach. Welcome to the men's room.
Oh, my goodness. Am I on the men's room?
You are.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Hola.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. Hey, hola, bicholas, and thank you very much for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, so my story is I live up in the north end of things, very close to Taryn's home.
Okay.
And there is a local bridge, train bridge that people like to jump off on the river. This was 2 weekends ago. My honey and I are sitting just in our lawn chairs, got our beers, hanging out, and there's a lot of younger kids that get up and they'll go up and jump off the bridge, do their flips and everything like that. I used to when I was younger, not anymore. I'm getting old. So a gentleman that we met is coming in. He claimed he'd been there since 10 in the morning. This is like 4 in the afternoon. Okay, he's had his day. He's three sheets to the wind. All of a sudden, there's someone up on the bridge that has what would be, I don't know if you guys know BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
Would be like a BoJack Horseman hat or mask on with an alto saxophone. And he pipes out. He clearly does not really know how to use the sax, but he gets actually a belt out of probably 4 or 5 notes and then jumps off the bridge with the mask still on, horse mask. Not your best bet. Now, mind you, I grew up in San Diego. A surfer, a water polo player, a lifeguard. I'm very
You
active.
never wore a horse mask while surfing or lifeguarding.
That'd be weird to be saved by him.
Exactly. I've worn a elephant man thong, but not a horse mask.
Okay.
So this gentleman, he jumps off. He does his little pipe off, jumps off, and then disappears into the water. And I'm sitting there with my other half, my honey, and she's looking. We're starting to see him pop up. He's doing his backwards choking water backwards. And there's at least 100 people on there. Most of them are probably kids. So we're talking maybe 40% are adults. No one's doing anything after about 30 seconds. So my honey just starts kind of smacking me in the arm. She's like, Zach, do you know how to swim? You can go help him. It doesn't look good. So at this time, I have a joint in my hand. I'm about to take a shot. I've got a beer in my hand. I've got my cell phone, all my stuff. We weren't planning on swimming. We were just hanging out. Dump all my stuff, jump in. Go grab the guy, advise him of how I'm going to pull him out. I'm going to go under your left arm. I'm going to go to your right shoulder so I don't choke you out. We're going to go this way, back, towards shore, obviously. At the same time, or I should say shortly thereafter, I asked him, are you still holding the saxophone, the mask? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, bro, give me the mask and the saxophone. I'll get you out. I've been water polo. I know how to egg beer. I can use just my legs to get us out of there. It's good. And he pulls them out of the water. They're full of water. He's got snot running down his face. It was not a pretty situation. So we get over to the 15, probably not even 20 feet. It's not very far, but he's in the river getting pulled down. So get him over to that space. All good. I stand up, and he's sitting there asking me, can I stand up? Are we on safe ground? I'm like, dude, there's a rock right under your knees. Have you not hit it yet? Gets on the rock, calls it good. Proceeds to come back up and tell me that at least 4 people got that on video. So this is going to go viral.
Was that his whole point?
That was his whole point, gentlemen. His whole point of this. He advised no one. There's plenty of people I'm sure would have. I'm not a big social media guy. It's not my jam. But I'm sure that was his whole point. Well, that was his whole point. I'm sure that there are people that would have participated in the situation. Nobody got on video. Nobody cared. Nobody even noticed. Nobody paid attention that he was actually drowning afterwards, essentially. He was just the guy that set the saxophone off on the bridge right before the train came. So that would be my water story for today.
Jesus.
It's amazing. The geniuses out there that we want to be social media side, but enjoy your time. And I don't mind going and helping somebody out by any means. I love doing that in life. It's what we should do for each other.
Well, there is a site for that. It's F around and find out.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you very much. FAFO.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. While you're about to drown, the guy spent 30 minutes on the side choking water out, and I went and talked to him, and I'm like, do you need actual water? He's like, yeah, that'd be great. I've been choking on water. He did not look good. Let's put it that way. So it was a good day to help another individual, but also one of those reminders of, I'm sorry, but the idiocy of our world and what,
that is staggering.
Because you don't mind helping people out, but it's annoying to help somebody out who's choosing to put themselves in danger.
And the worst part to me is, I understand that people want to be viral on social media and all that kind of thing, but it seemed to me, if that were important to me, I'd want them to see my face. Mm-hmm. Like, what is the point of wearing a mask to do this if in the end nobody knows it's you, if your whole goal is to go viral on social media?
Because he wants to be saxophone horse guy.
It's been happening on the Italian Alps.
What do you mean?
Well, this has been one of the most brutal years as far as the trail system, the rocks that are coming down, people slipping, the ability to slip and then go over a 200 or a 100-foot cliff. Like you're on a trail, but the trail's loose. And if you're to just go down 10 feet, then you're going to go over this thing.
Sure.
And so people are just, having to get helicoptered off, people are breaking their legs. It's like the Italians are saying, like, do not go up into the mountains because you don't know what you're doing. People are taking pictures.
They're not wearing masks. I mean, you're right. And I hear you, but you go like, all right, well, at least it's you, okay?
Like they're saying, trail closed, don't go. And they're just going, we can make it.
God, man.
Yeah.
And also, if you can't swim, that's a really bad idea. Yeah. That's all. I mean, so like if you're going to go viral for jumping into the water, hopefully you know how to swim as well. Because you will go viral if you drown. And, you just don't get to appreciate it.
The water is shockingly cold here.
Yeah,
it's one thing to be able to swim, but it's another thing for your body to take that initial shock of just the temperature of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that stuns you for, at least 30 seconds. You start hyperventilating. You have trouble breathing. You have trouble getting a breath, even if you don't have any water in your mouth.
Yeah.
Because your body is just shocked.
Yeah. And also, it's a nice afternoon. I'm out on the river. This guy's ruining it, man. Trying to relax and chill.
Sax.
Yeah, I got Bojack Horseman up there playing a saxophone, almost dying on me, right? Like, nobody brings that up, but it's the truth. This is peaceful, dude.
Right.
But don't I look peaceful?
You should have thrown back in the water.
I should, right? Right. Nobody even likes
what?
Yeah. You can't. You suck at it, dude.
Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
There's searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Day one of the men's room now live for your viewing pleasure. Check us out on YouTube at KISW Rock. We are live now. A lot of comments coming in. Thank you for already checking out. People are either shocked by the way we look or the way we used to look, or I don't know what they're thinking.
A lot of different weird comments
Still
coming in there.
Yeah, we're trying the best we can here.
Other people, a lot of older videos that we've done in the past have been airing during the commercial breaks during the show. Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of them because I go smoke, but a few of them like, hey, man, I was in the background of that last video that you guys just showed.
That's crazy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
I saw a woman not too long ago in the doctor's office.
All right.
And she comes up to me. She's like, I don't know if you remember me, but you guys did the sexiest bartender in the Seattle area competition.
All right.
This was
Did we?
Very much in the infancy of the show, being on KISW.
Do you remember that at all?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yes, I do.
I do not.
And when she said, yeah, I won, I said, yes, you did. And you still look great. Good for you. Yeah, we're running a lot of cool stuff from back in the day. But check us out on YouTube at KISW Rock. All right, we're talking about water today, and you guys were saying that sometimes jumping off a cliff can be dangerous.
Yeah.
You go to a water park, you figure they got this stuff kind of figured out.
You would hope so.
However, we did talk to Perry Farrell of Jane's Addiction at one point in time. He was describing going down a water slide in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
This is one where you don't get an inner tube. You just kind of shoot down.
Slide down, yeah.
He basically said that somewhere in that slide, there was a seam between the plastic that basically just scalped his ass and took half the skin and the hair off.
It just shaved his ass as he went down.
He said it was the worst experience ever. This person, a little bit more on the bad side. Florida man is suing Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, alleging he sustained permanent catastrophic injuries after riding a water park slide in Walt Disney World. Eugene Strickland. He's seeking $50,000 in damages. Catastrophic doesn't sound like $50,000 to me. Catastrophic sounds like millions.
Millions.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's Disney. I can't even believe this is news. I feel like Disney would be like, here's the check.
He was riding the downhill double dipper, or the Triple D, at Disney's Blizzard Beach. You ever been to Blizzard Beach?
I've never been to Blizzard Beach.
Well, it's dangerous there, Ted.
Our client was severely injured on a ride at Disney's Blizzard Beach. According to
Blizzard Beach?
John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. They're representing Strickland. Filed a lawsuit alleging it was the defendant's lack of safety measures and oversight that contributed to those injuries. Now, Strickland weighs 334 pounds. 34 pounds above the available limit, according to the guidelines established for the ride.
I assume that is posted.
Look, man, if it says 300 pounds is the limit,
and you know you weigh over that, don't
get on the ride.
Right, it's like any ride. You know, my kid, he's finally tall enough now, but like anything, when he was younger, just going to Monroe State Fair, it's like, dude, you got to be this tall. And as all the ride operators would say, your hair doesn't count, which really did him dirty.
Yeah.
But, like, they will not let you on. It is that simple. There's a reason for that.
And as somebody who used to weigh over 300, like, you weigh over 300.
You know.
You check those signs. Which ride is he on?
Also, they have a scale.
The Triple D.
The downhill double dipper.
All right.
Now, you are on an inner tube on this ride, and it does say it offers exhilarating speeds. Disappear into a black hole and plummet 50 feet downhill at exhilarating speeds. A description of the water ride on the park website reads, a hurdle through darkness, then emerged just in time for the big old splashdown. But after becoming separated from his inner tube, Strickland landed forcefully on the slide's plastic surface, causing him to sustain serious bodily injury, such as disability, scarring, disfigurement, mental anguish, and loss of capacity for the enjoyment of life. He claims the theme park is at fault for his injuries, stating in his lawsuit that they had a duty to warn him of the dangerous conditions.
The sign
at the DDD high-speed water slide premise.
That's the point of the sign, man. If I blow through an intersection with a stop sign, I'm not going to sue the city. It's like, well, I posted the sign, but I ignored it.
As soon as I know that I am not able to, if it says, like, look, if I'm epileptic, and this ride says can and does and will cause seizures, which I've seen before. Do you have a heart problem? You might have a heart attack.
Don't do it.
I'm not getting on the ride. If I have any of the conditions, I'm not going to be like, you know what, I'm not going to get as a seizure, and the next thing you know, like you're drooling and you're
How many do you see for like
yourself?
Roller coasters? Like, look, if you have a heart condition, and ladies, if you're pregnant, do not get on this ride.
Yeah. My daughter...
Disney for a while, I want to say at the Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland, they had a thing called Alien Experience or Alien something. It was absolutely terrifying.
Okay.
But when you walked in, they were very strict and said, hey, if you get scared, do not come in here, right? It's same with kids. Like, it's one of the few places in Disney I ever saw, like, if you were like, if there was a 10-year-old kid that said, I don't know if I want to do it, they would be like, take him out.
Don't do it.
But people refuse to listen. The ride, again, it's one of the scarier things I've ever done. And there's just kids screaming, and they're like, I got to take them out. It's like, well, you can't now.
Right, you're in it, man.
Yeah, you're in it to win it.
The reason I didn't sit down and watch The Exorcist with my children when they were young.
Yeah, but my parents let me watch it.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to scare the living hell out of you.
But that's the thing. I learned from that. My parents took me to see Alien when I was 10 years old. No, look, to this day, I love the movie. I'm watching a TV show. But at 10, and the whole thing with them was it's rated R, but they went to see it first to make sure there's no TNA. That I might see boobs and butts. Instead, I saw an alien massacre 6 people in just horrendous ways that my mind was not prepared for yet, man. And after that, that is so well ingrained to me that even when the kids were younger, it's like, dude, I know you want to see this movie, all right, but no. They're like, well, is it scary? I'm like, it's not so much about scaring you. You know, you can watch Amityville Horror because you have a concept of what ghosts are. Might freak you out, but I have seen this movie. Just there's some visuals that you Evil Dead 2. Yeah. You can't wrap your head around what you're going to see. You're just not old enough.
Dude,
yet.
This ride I'm talking about was only open from 95 to 2003.
Because it was that scary?
Due to its intense and scary nature, it was too frightening for family audiences and received numerous complaints leading to its closure.
Ted, my
basically,
daughter,
you're in a room and there's lights and everything.
All right.
And there's an alien that shows up and then it escapes. And with special effects, it feels like you think it's behind you and touching you.
Oh,
you can hear it in my voice.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. My daughter liked to run with her friends. They go to clubs.
Yep.
A lot of techno parties on the beach when she was down in California.
Oh yeah.
Raves, all that stuff.
Tech's up.
And she would tell them look, man, I either need to turn around or we need to leave. Party pooper because she's epileptic.
Sure.
So she can't be in that blinking light environment.
Oh, that sucks.
Correct. And all her friends
if you want to go to clubs
suck too. Because we all want to be here. Now my daughter's cowering in the corner, closing her eyes like this, because she doesn't want to go into it.
But how many different movies can she not see? Because the problem with some of those movies, they tell you when the movies begin. I'll sit there all 30 minutes of all the previews, and then as the movie's starting and the lights dim, they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, man, if you are prone to epileptic seizures,"
before it starts,
and I'm like, they've already spent their money.
Thank you.
They're already here. They're eating the.
I'm assuming there's a website for that.
Maybe I've seen it on a few
info or something. I don't know.
I've seen it on a few TV commercials where they will say, hey, man, this if you're going to go see it, but
about to say it might be just before they show the preview or after they show the preview, hey, this is what causes seizures.
Some of the late night stuff on Comedy Central has that.
Oh, really?
Before a couple of I don't know the shows, but I have seen it when they put up.
Yeah, just a little warning.
I think maybe Robot Chicken does.
Yeah, there's a few.
Because some of the
spiraling things
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Hey, whatever you can't watch Robot Chicken, bro.
No Robot Chicken for you.
That's right.
Well, I'm just thinking about if I knew somebody like Miles' daughter, I wouldn't give it 2 thoughts. Be like if she was my age, it was some girl, and it's like, yeah, we're going to this show, and then I wouldn't think to be like, are you epileptic?
Epileptic.
All that.
Jesus, name epileptic. How many concerts can she know? My wife took my daughter to see Lady Gaga. And she said it was this great show, blah blah blah. But the way she explained it,
there was a lot of visuals now.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, not so much. I'm trying to think of the concerts we've been to. We've seen Bruno Mars a couple times. He doesn't really do that. He's more about the music. Lady Gaga, amazing on stage, but she does do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
As far as the visuals.
Oh, I watched her at Coachella this year, and I was like, that would be epileptic for sure.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The Lady Gaga show?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of flashing lights and stuff like that.
It's just so weird.
A lot of costume changes, too. Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Cole. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Hey, I called in because I've worked on the offshore rig and in Antarctica, but I also have a water story if you're interested in
Wait. You worked on an oil rig and you worked in Antarctica.
Correct.
Which one was the worst experience?
The oil rigs, by far.
All right, that's what I thought.
Is that based on the weather or what? Just the isolation? I mean, Antarctica.
Well, Antarctica was all right. It was pretty fun. About 5 months, and it was during their summer. So it wasn't. I mean, it was below zero, but it wasn't so cold you couldn't go outside.
Are there any animals there at all? Like penguins?
The penguins?
Yeah, I mean, is there anything that you can see?
Yeah, penguins and leopard seals, and when the icebreaker came in, there were some orcas that followed it in.
Okay.
That's about it. Everything's black and white. There's no other colors down there.
Were you at an American station or were you at an international station?
I was at McMurdo. Yeah, the biggest American station.
Did you guys ever have movie night and watch The Thing?
Yeah. Actually, we did.
I can believe that. All right. Okay. How's Antarctica food?
No, I was a cook there, so I'd have to say it was pretty darn good.
Okay. All right. Good work. That's good. That's good to know.
And how long, when you're on an oil rig, how long is your contract to be stuck on there for any one time?
It's usually 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
All right. It's not so bad.
How many sharks can you see swimming under that thing when you have the lights on at night?
I didn't see any sharks. It was up in Alaska.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you just go to cold places? Is that your like? Hey, I'll do this, but it has to be freezing cold.
Is it frigid?
Is it inhumane?
Yeah, that's why I love Washington so much. I can handle this.
Yeah, I bet you can.
I bet you can. Yeah.
So, what's your water story, man?
Well, about 2001, I was down in New Zealand with a good friend of mine, Luke, and we were just kind of backpacking around, and we ended up at the northernmost point of the North Island called Cape Reinga. And there's a big sign there that says, "No food or drink beyond this point." It's a religious spot for the Maoris down there.
All right.
And we walked right past that sign. We didn't see it. We walked down there and we jumped in the water and we went swimming, which you're not supposed to do. And we camped out, which we're not supposed to do. But we ran out of water. And we didn't have any water with us for the whole night and into the next day. And it was hot and sandy and brutal to hike it out of there with no water. Was awful. And we got back, we had to wait because we were hitchhiking. We had to wait for people to show up and take their pictures and then take us out of there. So when we got back to the first town, the first ride we got was a Maori guy who took us to the Maori school there and fed us and gave us water. And every ride we got for the rest of the next 3 days were all Maoris, and they all went way out of their way to help us. And I don't know, I can't explain it. It was chilling just how we inadvertently were respectful of their religious area, and they seemed like their people just knew it and just took good care of us. It was pretty cool.
Did you admit to going down there? Did you tell them you didn't see the sign, or just keep your mouth shut?
I didn't tell them a damn thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, sorry.
That's why they were being respectful.
But could you see the sign when you were walking back?
Yeah. We had plenty of time to hang out there and wait.
Okay.
And, we ran everything. And, saw that and whoops.
Okay.
So based on your experiences between Alaska, Antarctica, Maori mountains and all that, what's the coolest place you've been? Or what's a place you'd like to go back to?
Oh, man. I don't know. New Zealand was amazing. I recommend that to anybody. The people are amazing. The country is beautiful. I don't know. I've been a lot of places, but
see,
I live here in Washington now, so I guess this is it.
I would feel like I accidentally put a curse on myself. So.
What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? If I went into a native land and did all the things I wasn't supposed to do.
You accidentally put a curse on yourself.
Yeah, because I did not follow the rules. I disrespected it.
Well, you're not putting it on you. They are. So just rest assured.
I understand that, but because of my stupidity.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I put myself in a situation where now bad things could possibly happen to me. Like a bottle of water would fall from the sky and knock me out.
And hit you in the head, yeah.
Or something like that.
There is your water.
You're not wrong. I drowned at dinner drinking, table water. Somehow water's going to come back to haunt me.
That thing, I will
just
say,
saying.
as far as that kind of thing goes, you try to be respectful. There's no doubt about that. That's just, a matter of being respectful. But, man, when I was in New Orleans, like, some of the voodoo folks down there.
That's what I'm saying. Same level of oh no.
They bugged me, man. Like, anyone else are like, look, there's some just general rules that you follow and everything's good. No problem, right? You go to Hawaii, they're like, look, if you're going to go to this place, be respectful of blank. Not a problem. New Orleans, there's this one little shop, and it looked like, just some silly curiosity shop, like more souvenirs and crap. And when I walk in, I realize, okay, like people that are into voodoo, like this is where they go to buy whatever it is you buy when you do voodoo. But even like the woman behind the counter just looking at me freaked me out. And they do a terrible sales pitch of everything because they make everything sound bad. Like literally you walk in, is that something I can help you with? Like... Dude, hey, man, I need to use the bathroom. I'm just looking around. Like, I don't know if you'd be interested in that. I'm like, well, I'm not. It's just that I'm trying to be decent, basically, because I walked into your shop, and I don't want to just walk in and walk out, right? So you're trying to act like you're interested. I don't know. It is creepy, man. And somehow, in spite of the fact that it is like high noon, it is bright as F outside, when you walk in there, it's like a movie theater when the movie's playing. It is dark.
Don't touch that.
Don't touch anything. And everything you
but
look
it's for
at,
sale. You do not touch it.
It's for sale, and they swear it's like authentic. And it was like a shrunken chicken. You're like, oh, man, that's kind of like, it's just real.
It's a Cornish hen.
Yeah, like I need to get out of here.
I just pictured walking in and be like, white boy, out.
Like,
what?
That's not a shrunken chicken. It's a Cornish hen. Don't try to pass that off.
Either that or like I walk in.
It's a squab.
And there's a voodoo doll. She's like, been waiting for you.
It looks just like it, doesn't it?
Like, how did you know?
It's the same clothes are on.
I just bought this shirt.
Why was water an important part of the story? 206-803 Rock.
I'm telling you, it was
that's what I'm saying.
Terrifying.
I would feel like I'd be cursed for 2 or 3
See
days.
this doll? You're stuck in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn it. I should have never come down here.
I would say sleep with one eye open, but you don't need to.
You don't need any more beignets. All right, now that's just mean.
All right. Now I'm just being cruel.
Right.
Hello, Keith. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, amigos.
Hola.
So the question was when water failed me, right? And we've spoke before. I don't know. Obviously, you speak to a million people a day, and I get it. But I was talking about my crazy girlfriend, Debbie, how she burnt my work truck down. And I don't know if I had mentioned this at the time, that she was, when I was on deployment and I came back home, she was kicked out of the property, out of the home, but the landlord left the place open for me because I kept sending money back to the States. And so one night at 0:30, I heard there's a beating on my window, and I'm like, what the heck, So I opened the blinds, and I could see there was a storage shed there, but suddenly it's orange, and it's normally white. So I'm like, what's going on here? And I could hear, there's a fire, there's a fire. So I run to the front door, and yeah, there's a fire. Well, this woman was stealing gas out of my railroad pickup truck and using a lighter to check the height of the fuel in her plastic jerry can. And, it caught on fire and started my work truck on fire. Then the jerry can started melting, and the fuel leaked over to my 4-door Jeep wagon, and it caught it on fire. So now the flames are 20, 30, 40 feet in the air, and we're surrounded by pine trees because it's the Pacific Northwest. And she's running back and forth like a chicken with her head cut off. Like, oh my. I'm like, dial 911. So I run through the passenger side of my railroad truck, and of course the fire extinguisher is on the driver's side. And I pop the door, and the flames are coming through, and I grab the fire extinguisher, close the door, come out, and it just goes. So I grab the garden hose, and I run it over there, and we're on a well, because we're out on 40 acres in Oregon. Well, Oregon. Anyways, turn the water on, and it failed me. The well was dry or down low or whatever. So I got to sit there and watch my career go down the toilet, and
well, it couldn't go down the toilet because the toilet was dry.
Yeah.
So you had no water in your
was your career in the shed?
No. The shed told me that there was a fire when the knucklehead was telling me there was a fire. But we were on a well, and the garden hose is from the hose.
Well, you said you watched your career go up in flames. I don't understand the shed in the truck, but it's not like you're going to lose your job.
It's a railroad truck, and she just burned it to the ground.
Okay, so it wasn't your truck.
No, but it was my Jeep, and it also burnt down.
Okay.
There was no tires. The whole body was completely rusted. You could see the springs where there used to be seats. Yeah. It was just.
Was that your ex-girlfriend again showing up?
Yeah. Remember, we spoke about her.
No. Like you said at the beginning of it, we get a million phone calls. It's kind of hard to remember all the stories individually.
But she's the one that burned his career to the ground.
I see.
So what do you do if you're the fire department and someone's on a well and the well is reasonably dry?
You watch everything go up in
I mean, is that... Do they have a backup water system, or do they just have to watch the crap burn?
The truck might have some. They might have some other stuff that's not water based, but honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah,
it could just be
because I'm just listening to them. Like, even if you call the
Yeah.
fire department, what can they do if you don't have a water hookup for them? What, keep blowing out it like birthday candles?
Good news. People are actually watching us on YouTube.
I know.
At KISW Rock, we're getting some views on that. And thank you for your comments as well, as we now are live streaming for your viewing pleasure on YouTube at KISW Rock.
On Fox 1, now you can stream your favorite live sports, so you can be there live for the biggest moments. Touchdown! And catch history in the making. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
There's artificial intelligence, then there's apartmental intelligence. Yep, it's a thing. Apartments.com knows how to find the exact place you have in mind. Want a 3-bedroom condo in a walkable downtown? Done. Or that single-family home with a yard in a quiet neighborhood? Easy. With over 1 million rental listings, plus search tools that make moving simple, their apartmental intelligence can get you a place that gets you. Visit Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
On Fox 1, now you can stream your favorite live sports, so you can be there live for the biggest moments. Touchdown! And catch history in the making. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
There's searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at Autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine on the way the categories today include natural disasters and the cost of groceries. But first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
One on our question about water, guys. Me and some friends were playing water poker. Basically, you bet with sips of water. Now, most of us weren't using water, except for my girlfriend, who was the designated driver for me and a couple of others in the group. Now, she sucks at poker, so she had to drink a lot of water. On the drive home, she had to pull over to puke. And, of course, One of the city's finest pulled up behind us, and we had to convince the officer the person was puking. That's the sober one, the designated driver, the one that was driving. I swear, officer, I just drank too much water. Probably the first time a cop has ever heard that one. And also, guys, took my 43rd trip around the big giant ball of burning gas in the sky this weekend. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Rick, we don't do that. You know why?
Rick.
You know why? Because once we opened up that can of worms years ago, people were like, oh, man, 2 weeks ago, I forgot to email you guys to get a birthday shout out.
That sucks.
Can I do it? And we were like, no.
It's not your birthday.
No, we're not doing that.
I've never had one. I work on the show.
You never had a birthday? Well, that's good.
Well, yeah, Christmas Eve, man, it's your own fault.
You never will.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I am broken up inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to be Jesus, baby.
Yep.
As we move on to
I know you picked that date to be born.
The birthdays brought to you by Minter Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan. Salt's coming 8.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, good afternoon. Yesterday was my 65th birthday.
Oh, come on. There it is. Yeah.
Guy says he remembers you, Ted, from Stone Cold Creamery.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dave.
You went to Stone Cold Creamery. I'll be damned.
You did?
I did. Years ago, I was doing an event. Him and his wife owned a Stone Cold Creamery. And afterwards, went in there and got a little cup of ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, do you remember the flavor you got?
You know what? I don't remember at that one.
Do they still have those?
What, Cold Stone?
Oh, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Everyone that I used to go to in Noah has been shut down. So I didn't know if they just went out of business like Boston Market.
As far as I know, there's still one out in Issaquah.
Maybe.
They did get really big and then shut down. I know the one downtown I went to once on like a second or third date, and it's like summertime. And I'm like, I'll take this, I'll take that. And finally, the guy goes, look, man, it's Sunday evening. Like, I got this. And but the girl really wanted ice cream. I was like, we would love some of the blueberry whatever ice cream. And he was like, all right, let me serve it up for you.
Serve it up.
He was tired and spent, but I was like I would have picked up on it, but like the girl I was with, like she was pretty cute. I was like,
with the blueberry.
she wants ice cream, dude. Like, help me out here, man.
I'm going to get laid if you do this.
Here's an actual birthday shout.
Oh, you mean for today?
Good afternoon. Wishing my son Louis a very happy second birthday.
Louis.
There's a lot of sound bites I'd love to ask for, but I fear family may be listening and somehow think even less of me should I request them.
They can't possibly think less of you.
Let's settle on a kid's fish sandwich and, if possible, Coach Ted's thoughts on the Mariners' potential playoff chances. Thanks, guys. That from Cameron.
Fish challenge.
All right. First of all, Louis, happy birthday. As you get older, you might like that name, might not like it. But for the adults around you right now, it's hilarious to look at a 2-year-old and go, Louis, what are you doing, Lou?
Louis!
Oh, come on, Lou, get in here, huh?
We gotta go now.
I will tell you this, though, son. If you're 2, there's a chance. I don't think it's good. In your lifetime, they will make the playoffs, the Seattle Mariners. Does Coach think it's this year? No, I don't. I know they put up 18 yesterday, but somehow they went on the road and managed to lose as many games as they could.
That was awful.
They're bad. And it's not, I'm just sorry. I don't want to rant,
Mike was right. If you just take some of those 18 runs and you spread them out in the other games, you got a chance to win a couple more baseball games.
18 runs is fantastic, but I would have preferred a few more.
You wasted all those runs in one game.
Yes.
One game.
Just blow it all.
So you don't spend all your money in one place, right?
Look, we won the game.
Cal Riley is great. They have good players. But at this point, don't get mad at the coaches and the players. What have they been doing there for? Just, it's unbelievable. And I feel bad for all my Mariners fans.
Yeah, we feel bad too.
Hello, lads. Today is my 19th birthday.
Hello.
So, can I get a fish sandwich? Your penis is too small, and the dirty Germans talking about auto mechanics, please.
2 Oregon fish sandwich.
You know, I'm not an auto mechanic, but I've been known to slide under the hood from time to time.
Yeah. And there's so many fun words to play with. Do you want to touch my dipstick?
Yeah.
Do you want to play with my gear shift?
Everything's bigger when it's metric.
Yeah, if you take your top off, it's like a starter and an engine.
Guys, today's my daughter Cassidy's 21st birthday.
Cassidy.
She's been listening to KISW her whole life. Would you please wish her a very happy birthday? She'll be shocked if she hears it from you guys. Thanks in advance for your help and helping me make this happen. Thanks, guys. That from Michelle. Yeah, happy birthday, Cassidy.
Happy birthday, Cassidy.
You're going to get drunk tonight.
Yeah, just make sure, man, if you got to work tomorrow, just take the day off.
Take the day off.
Come on, man. As Ted would say, drink some water along the way, and don't let your friends keep stacking the shots.
It's time to take off the leash.
All these things are going to happen. Just take tomorrow off. Just take it off.
Yeah. That's a tough one. Her 21st is on a Monday.
Right.
So she couldn't go out last weekend. Maybe she'll go out this weekend.
And remember, take 3 Advil before you go to bed, okay? With a glass of water. Now, you're going to throw those up at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
So have 3 more ready.
Take 2 more. Take another glass of water. Wake up. Take 2 more Advil. I know that's a lot of Advil, but you'll need it.
Snap a picture of yourself.
Gentlemen, please give my twin sons, Cole and Riley, a men's room shout-out via Dirty Germans and talk all over each other about the benefits of being 29. Thanks, guys, and love the show.
Yeah, at first I thought you said Cole and Riley. I was like, yeah, I've done that move before. But happy birthday to Cole and Riley.
Yeah. So, you know, together they sound like quite a duo.
Yeah.
The Cole and Riley show. And with us, there's 4 swords.
Yeah.
Cole and Riley show.
Talk all over ourselves about what now?
Being 29.
About 29. Well, next year you're going to be 30.
You can set up
Then it really hits you.
Throw down.
You're not 18 anymore.
Really good time.
Because when you're 30,
last year you can get away
still
with it.
feel like
Before
you're
everyone's going to say,
18 years old.
But you're not.
For real. Gentlemen, hopefully I'm not too late on this. Today is my 32nd birthday. And after a weekend away celebrating, all I really want is the Dirty Germans telling me the best way to close out the birthday. Maybe some dad jokes for Miles. I am bummed that I missed your 20th anniversary party, but won't miss the next one. Cheers, guys. That from the lovely Emily in Tacoma.
Yeah, Emily, maybe you hire a DJ, but instead of scratching the turntable, he does the same maneuver between your legs.
Yeah. And just feel free to get your mouth closer to this microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring 2 turntables and the microphone.
Yeah, 2.
Okay. What's the difference between mashed potatoes and pea soup? What's the difference between mashed potatoes and pea soup? What? It's easier to mash potatoes. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dishes.
Dishes who?
Dishes Sean Connery.
Dishes Sean Connery.
How many chefs does it take to change a light bulb? I'm not on a food theme here. How many chefs does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
1. He holds the light bulb up, and the world revolves around him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Ted, did you hear about
a bunch of chefs don't even know that's a joke.
Did you hear about the Italian chef that died?
No.
He passed away.
Oh.
We can only do so much. Can only.
Can only do so.
But his legacy will be a piece of history. Piece of. And one more. I fired my sous chef because he lied on his resume.
Oh, yeah?
Turns out he's Navajo.
Oh. All right, Sue. All right, it took me a minute. That's pretty good. I like that one.
Pacholas, I want to do a birthday shout out. Happy 40th birthday to my husband, James. Love you lots from Mackenzie. You guys can add any one of your many comedic phrases or sound effects, please. And always appreciate you guys. And thank you very much. Cheers. That from the lovely Mackenzie. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
There's searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
In the UEFA Champions League, every moment is a story.
Paris Saint-Germain have won the Champions League.
And every great story needs an audience. Feel every match.
Mbappe in the middle.
Every goal.
Oh, would you believe this?
From the best clubs.
Real Madrid strike.
And the biggest stars.
Bukayo Saka scores.
This is the world's best soccer.
Momentous and iconic.
The UEFA Champions League. Stream every match live exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Robin. Let's see here. Let's get a contestant on the line now for Your Guess Is As Good As Mine, 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, we'll use that as an excuse to read some extra emails. All but y'all, just want to thank you guys for throwing an amazing event on Saturday. So much fun, great beer, awesome food, great music. What else could you ask for? That all said, I got asked about a dozen times if I was Ted Smith. At one point in the evening, I told Miles about it. He said, just go with it and start signing autographs. So I want to apologize to anyone who got a signature that said not Ted and a rough sketch of a penis. Oh. In my defense, it was Miles' idea. Not from Alex.
That is great.
I did draw a couple penises yesterday.
It does happen a couple times.
What's that?
Like somebody was telling me earlier, like, I don't know, somewhere in Tacoma, like, I guess there's somebody that resemble him. They're like, the guy seemed annoyed because we were like, Ted. He's like, I am not Ted.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I've also heard stories of a Ted in Bonnie Lake that runs around saying he's Ted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh, Bonnie Lake Ted.
Bonnie Lake, God damn it. Bonnie Lake Ted.
I'm coming to get you.
You better be cool out there, man. All right.
You see it like a Western standoff. You like two guys standing on a dirt road. Like,
you Bonnie Lake Ted?
I'm the Ted.
I sure am.
Bonnie Lake.
We got a little talking to do here. And one more. All the
right, all the Teds. They're all out.
Exactly. I think I might have that. Are the good, bad, the ugly? Yeah, I do. I've got Ennio Morricone in here. Italian spaghetti Western guy.
Oh, yeah.
Lays eyes on Bonnie Lake Ted from 100 yards away. No words were spoken, but a tumbleweed done blowed between them.
That was not a tumbleweed.
Sheila had just shaved.
Butt hair.
Well, it's Bonnie Lake. It's probably an extension.
Oh, it's all the Trickler here. Thanks for years. Thanks for the years I've been listening to, and congratulations on 20 years. Wow. First found you all on WCMF here in Rochester when you guys were syndicated. On a road trip going through the southern tier of New York on 86. Story was a caller tired of his neighbor's dog pooping in his yard. So he collected it in a bag. And before he threw it back over the fence, he decided it wasn't soupy enough. Oh. So he put some water in there with a garden hose. And then he threw it over the fence where the neighbor lady was sunbathing in her yard.
Oh.
And just as he got to the part where she was screaming, we lost our radio signal for about 20 minutes. Never caught that into the story, but we were hooked. And now you efforts are stuck with me. Congrats, much love, and thanks for making work bearable and all the laughs.
Yeah, I owe him a T-shirt, man.
That from the Trickler.
Yeah, Trickler's a Bills fan. He lives in Rochester. So we do these bets, and we put a bet on the game. Just a T-shirt. It's not the end of the world. He went to bed before the end of the game. I was like, dude, look, my team lost, but like that was an epic game. Can't believe you went to bed. Trickler, I apologize. I forget about the time zone. He's like, yeah, bro, I got to get up at 5 a.m. Like, it was already late there. He's like, that's why I missed the game.
I had the discussion 3 times with my buddy yesterday.
What's that?
We sat there and watched Red Zone, then the Seahawks, then the late game.
Yep.
And I said, it just doesn't, like, it's just so much fun on the West Coast. I was when we were saying goodnight, it was like 8-something. I go, this game would just be kicking off on the East Coast.
I know.
The hell with it.
Not only that, but the wait. It's more the wait in the morning. It's more the wait in the morning because it's not a wait. It's you got to wait to the afternoon. That was what drove me crazy.
I don't know how we used to do it.
You've already been to breakfast. You've already had a couple of drinks.
You get more stuff done.
You can get more stuff done if you live there. But I went back, I think it was 2 years ago for a Ravens game. It was a 1 o'clock game, 10 o'clock here. I'm up at 9, right? We had breakfast. Took the kids to a couple places. It's like 10:30, and I'm like, how in the F do people handle this?
Especially college football on Friday nights and Saturdays.
God, it made me bother.
That's tough, too, because sometimes you're up till 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the good part is that it's still on late. The bad part is I've been in Cape Cod, and they were like, you got to leave. And I'm like, I'm watching this Husky game on Friday night. They're like, sorry, we're closed.
We're closed. See you later. All right, time for Low Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. We get a contestant on the line. You pick from one of 2 categories and see if you can get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. So who's ready to play Your Guess is as good as mine?
Hello, Ray. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola. A ray of sunshine. Ray, your categories. Today we have the top 10 favorite natural disasters. Actually, they are what Americans believe to be the scariest natural disasters.
Any of them.
Then we have the top 10 cities for the most expensive groceries in the United States. So, do we want to go groceries or do we want to go natural disasters?
Natural disasters.
Natural disasters.
Wow, aren't you full of darkness? You said ray of sunshine.
Yes. So the poll asked Americans, what's the scariest natural disasters? Ray, there are 10. Just try to get as many right in the category before 3 strikes and you're out.
Her name was Catherine. Natural disaster and terrifying.
Sounds like a hurricane.
You want to start with a hurricane?
Yeah.
That comes in 4th place. 33% of Americans said that was their scariest natural disaster scenario.
I think it depends where you live and how in Maryland, we would get hurricanes, but we always got the remnants of whatever had messed up Florida or the Carolinas.
Right.
Never as bad for us as it was for them.
Yeah. But after watching that Katrina documentary that Ted turned me on to, it's hurricanes, some serious stuff for sure. All right, you're 1 for 1, Ray.
All right, how about tornadoes?
Tornado is number 1.
Yeah,
that is the scariest natural disaster. A tornado. 46% of Americans say they're terrified of it.
Do people just sit in their bunkers and just watch Wizard of Oz when there's a tornado going on outside?
Again, just one quick thing about Wizard of Oz. Dorothy's riding back to her house.
Yeah.
There's a fence, but the fence does not cover the entire front yard. She still opens the door to the fence as opposed to running around the side. And Mike, you pointed out, family doesn't let her ass in.
They don't. She's literally pounding on the door. Let me in! And nobody actually opens the damn door. Oh, no, we can't hear because of the storm.
Yeah, it's like the guy that was fly fishing earlier. Just like, good luck to you.
He's having a blast down there. Also, for the record, sometimes with bad hurricanes, they spark tornadoes inside the hurricane.
Yep.
So that's some of the worst damage.
Yes, they do.
Isn't that awesome?
I've seen one.
Thank you, Mother Nature.
All right, Ray, 2 for 2. Tornado, hurricanes are correct. There are 8 remaining. You have no strikes against you. What's your next pick?
Earthquake.
Earthquake is 3rd. 35% of Americans are scared of an earthquake. Back to the Mariners.
Been through one.
Back to the Mariners. We got a better chance of getting an earthquake than the Mariners in the playoffs. Did you guess?
I'd say you have a better chance of an earthquake than them winning a title.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Just get to one. So, Mike, I'm not trying to make anybody feel
you're
bad.
Not, dude. It's
Just,
fine.
it's just
it's
sad
their
and pathetic.
stupid fault.
You've been calling it all year.
I have.
I mean, it's not
I've
like
called it the last 2 years.
You've never been wrong.
They have the big presentation, and I get so excited. There's a heartwarming feeling every time the home opener. They open the door. There's the fireworks, and boom, they get the red carpet. Here they come, announcing each and every one, and I get jacked up. And every time I do, I think the same thing. I hate this team. I hate this team because these guys are going to break my heart in a few months.
You know the end of the movie, right?
Yes.
I'll tell you the end of the movie. I know you're going to watch it.
It's the Titanic.
No, it's not. It's Cal Raleigh in a Yankee uniform.
Yeah.
That's how this always ends. The best player. Sorry.
You're not wrong,
I know
Miles.
it stings. I'm
That's
just
what
getting you ready.
Do. The Yankees watch the good players and then overpay them
to be there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I love them, but doggone it is the most toxic relationship in my life.
All right, Ray, 3 for 3. What's your next guess on natural disasters?
Criminy.
How about volcanoes?
Ooh. How about volcanoes? Believe it or not, volcano is number 10 on the list. There are a few. The West Coast has them. Alaska has them. Hawaii obviously has them.
But I think it's different,
Oregon
right?
has them.
Because
but other than that,
Hawaii, right? Their volcanoes kind of always erupting. So unless something crazy happens, they're just used to it.
It's kind of a
when
slow
Mount
bubble.
St. Helens blew, nobody really saw that coming. Or the one in Iceland. Those are the ones that take you by surprise.
The reason they're number 10 obviously is based on the fact that geographically, most people, they don't know it at Yellowstone or wherever the hell that is.
Right.
But there's not a lot of volcanoes to look at and be scared of. Mm-hmm. So it's not one of the most scary things in the United States because people don't have them.
Until they blow.
Exactly. All right, Ray, you're 4 for 4. 6 natural disasters left on the list.
Let's go with floods.
Flash flood is number 6. 26% of Americans, they are scared of the fact that there could be a flood, and they should be.
I'll tell you what, you're watching that Katrina thing, and it's more about the flooding than the hurricane itself. And I watched one of those, I can't remember the name of it on NBC, but basically, fight will to live, something like that. I was like 3 of them have been about flooding and different, and all of their stories are freaking god awful just for how long it lasts.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Ray, I will tell you this. 1, 2, 3 of the remaining natural disasters could very well happen in Washington State.
Oh. I'm guessing that's got to be like avalanche, mudslide. Right.
I wonder
I'm thinking
forest
mudslide.
fires.
I like that idea. Let's go mudslide.
Mudslide. Mudslide's number 9. I mean, think of what happened just north of here.
Yeah.
How catastrophic that was.
And you would not have thought about it until it happened.
Until it happened. Okay.
I'm guessing forest fires have to be up there, man. If you're saying Washington State would be privy to this kind of thing.
What about tsunami?
Fires.
Ooh, yes.
What did you say, Ray?
I agree. Fires.
You're going to go fires. Wildfire is number 5. That is 30% of the people. All right, so far, Ray, you've got number 1, tornadoes. Number 3, earthquake. Hurricanes are at 4. Wildfire, 5. Flood is at 6. 9 is a mudslide. And 10 is a volcano eruption.
So we're missing something pretty obvious here, and I wonder if it's just a docile one like thunderstorms.
We dealt with it last week.
Well, Ted chimed in with tsunami, and I thought about it too.
Tsunami. Number 2.
Yep.
43% of people are terrified by the idea of a tsunami.
I would not have known until 2005. Indonesia.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first, like, when you actually see the devastation it caused. Like, holy crap.
Okay, Ray, here's the next hint. You have no strikes against you, but both of these phenomenon are caused by extreme weather. The two that remain. Extreme weather one way or another.
How about a lightning storm?
Lightning storm, not on the list.
But could be a blizzard, possibly?
Yeah, I was thinking blizzard.
There you go. That's got to be it.
You want to go to DQ? Okay, you got it. Number 8, a blizzard is correct.
Nice.
Butterfinger. Always go Butterfinger.
Oh, no, Oreo, sir.
Butterfinger.
Oreo.
Butterfinger. You get a Butterfinger blizzard?
You have the Butterfinger? I'll take the Oreo.
Have you had a Butterfinger blizzard?
Yeah.
You know you can put 2 things in there?
Really?
Yes, you can.
Shocking.
Yes. How about that? Okay, there's 1 left, Ray. 1 strike against you.
Shocking.
How about
It's a wild world we're living in.
What's that?
it just happened in Arizona, the dust storm?
The haboob. Oh, the haboob. The haboob is not on the list. The haboob shows up in spot number 13. The reason being that only down there are people really exposed to it. So it's not the scariest thing for a lot of Americans. But you're in the right area of the country for the one that remains.
Oh, what about just drought?
Drought.
You know,
That's not a bad call.
It causes flash floods.
not bad. I'm going to go with it. Drought.
You're going to go drought. You got it. Knocked them all out.
Oh, you're welcome.
10 for 10. Heat wave and drought. So there you go. Here are the 10 scariest natural disasters. At number 10, we've got a volcano eruption. Mudslide at 9. 8 is a blizzard. 7 is droughts or heat wave. 6, flash flooding. 5, a wildfire. Hurricane is at 4. 3, earthquake. Tsunami 2. And the number 1 scariest natural disaster, that would be a tornado.
Yep.
As 46% of Americans say they are terrified of those. All right, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger.
That was genius!
Yeah, that's what we talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help,
My infection markers were through the roof.
and Crystal knew what to do
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
and got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
In the UEFA Champions League, every moment is a story.
Paris Saint-Germain have won the Champions League.
And every great story needs an audience. Feel every match,
Mbappe in the middle.
every goal.
Oh, would you believe this?
From the best
best clubs.
Real Madrid strike.
And the biggest stars.
Bukayo Saka scores.
This is the world's best soccer.
Momentous and iconic.
The UEFA Champions League. Stream every match live exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Come up here until 5:08. We'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. Lamborghini has a new AI system in its upcoming models that they say can correct your bad driving in real time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start sharing that with everybody.
And it's a Lamborghini.
Right.
I mean, if you're going to buy a car that expensive, I hope you know how to drive.
For real. If you're a bad driver, that shouldn't be on your...
Yeah, let me get one of the fastest cars made.
Yeah.
See if I can ruin it.
I mean, there's some fast drivers out there that I consider to be bad drivers. And I understand.
Yeah, driving fast doesn't make you a good driver.
No.
It just makes you a fast driver.
Right. Oh, good. You can weave in and out of traffic at blinding speeds.
Do you trust AI to correct it for you, though?
To a degree. To a degree. You know, because they got... drove a car here recently. It was a rental that had that like steering aid.
Yeah,
you put it on cruise control and it keeps it between the lanes. There was only one issue with it, and it was going up north, going north on I-5. There's an exit there where there's a transit area. It slips to the side. I don't know if you guys know
one at the 145th or 175th
something like
station,
that up there,
two,
right? So. As it's going there, the lines on the road, they're a little too dark going up into that deal, so it actually started pulling me in.
Oh, no!
Correct.
Is that the one that vibrates, too, sometimes? Like if you're...
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, if you don't touch the doggone wheel enough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to a degree, I do agree with it, but at the same time, like...
or just drive better. Pay more attention, man.
For real. Just wake up. Put your phone down.
Right.
Turn your phone off. You know, there's people that are watching movies that are out there while they're driving. It's like, it's not that boring.
Right.
I said it last week, right? Like, sometimes I'll drive around on a Sunday, like, I'll put on Red Zone on my phone, and then I put it face down on the seat.
Right. So
I can hear it, but it fights the urge to look at it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Apparently, scientists can now use glue guns to repair broken bones. Oh.
Well, they've been using glue to suture for
a
number of years.
That's kind of what, we're using just staples to put people's heads together. We're using glue to suture it up. Bones?
I wonder
needs to be held in place.
As long as they're held in place.
Did the medical industry start using glue first? So I'm sure it happens on construction sites as well. But just in my time in kitchens, before I ever heard of the medical industry using glue to put skin back together, if you cut yourself to the point you're not going to die at the restaurant, they're like, put glue on it and shut up. I mean,
it works.
And I thought it was crazy. Right, it worked. And then maybe 5 years later, I heard they're doing that in the medical world. Yeah. I'm just wondering if lazy cooks are what inspired this whole medical industry thing. Because nobody cares when you cut yourself. They're like, glue it.
There you go. Just have that there.
The duct tape Band-Aid.
New studies have revealed that as the temperatures get hotter, people are upping their consumption of sweets. I don't know what that correlation is, but...
Ice cream?
Could be.
It's the only thing I can figure. Because it's not like when it's hot out, it's like, I could go for cake.
Right.
Right? I mean...
Popsicles, ice cream.
I just feel like as an adult, outside of a birthday party, cake and pie lends itself to a cooler temperature.
Yeah.
It does. Like
around the holidays or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could, but if you came home on like a hot day and so it was like a baked, you'd be like...
You're an idiot.
Well, and also you think about the alcohols that you drink and the cocktails that you're drinking. Like when it's summer outside, then the weather's warmer.
Sweeter.
Like, that's right. You're looking for the fruit of your drinks. Whereas as it's getting darker outside, that's the pumpkin spices are coming out. Not that you're having
or
a
is
whole
it
lot of
just the
cocktails.
correlation that is what your body tells you that you need?
Could be.
I don't know.
I'm just one of those people where it's hot out. It's like ice cold beer. Then around Christmas, we're like, that's just the holidays. It's like an ice cold beer. Like, dude, you just like drinking cold beer. Don't try to make it better.
Merry Christmas, the mountains are blue.
Yeah, right. Like you say that about every hot season.
Put on your thinking caps, gents. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. It is a formal S word, careful, that describes someone or something that shows confidence and hopefulness, or something that is blood red in color. A formal S word.
Sanguine,
that
whatever.
describes something or someone that is that shows confidence and hopefulness, or something that is blood red in color.
Because sangria, I believe, just means blood or something to that effect.
Gotcha.
I'm going to go swagger.
Swagger.
Oh, good one, Miles.
Ted, any guesses?
Super confident?
Stevie got it with sanguine.
Is it just sanguine?
Sanguine.
Sanguine. Somebody always read it as sanguine or sanguine.
It's a weird looking word.
It's just sanguine.
Yeah,
you ever had sangria?
I have.
pretty good.
No, it's not bad. But again, back to the summertime drink in need of sugar.
I've had it once on a rooftop.
Only once, really?
Yeah. And the guy was like, what's that? He's like, sangria. And I go, hey, I should get a sangria. He goes, you're on a rooftop in like Laguna Beach. You can get a sangria.
You got this.
I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? You're right.
I realize you're not married. That's why you've had it once.
Was it just wine and
What were you worried about?
I don't know. I'm not the kind of guy that usually gets a sangria, and he's like Hawaiian. He's like, brother, you're on a rooftop on the beach.
Right.
Like, get one.
That's just wine and like fruit cocktail in it, right?
Basically.
Almost like a
yeah.
Pim's cup with wine.
Yes.
Pims.
I like Pim's.
Pims. I thought you said pimp cup.
I know. You started laughing. I'm like, I know. He's talking about it.
Say, brother. That's a jeweled chalice.
Like, do pimps eat fruit? Is there something I don't know?
Pim. I think it's an English thing,
yes.
but it's like
It is.
Yeah.
Pim's cup. P-I-M-M. Pim's cup.
I like the idea that Mike and his wife were just sitting around the house knocking back stuff out of pimp cup.
You know it, man.
Get my chalice, mama.
That's right. It's a Friday night.
You're
I'm
my
looking to
bottom
unwind. Fill it to the top.
So Mike is when he gets home. Very professional here, but otherwise. Say, Foxy Mama, I'm home.
I just become Cat Williams when I walk in.
There's just old funk music playing as he walks in the door.
I change into my big old robe. Yeah. Look out for me.
Powders up his hand.
Why is he wearing sunglasses? I put my grill in. New research shows that a single fecal transplant can provide years of health benefits.
Where do you get this poop? Like, do you pick the person? Do you like, yeah, you look like a pretty good looking guy.
And where
You
can
look
I
healthy.
donate?
Can I have some of that poop you got?
I think it's like almost like blood donation. Like you bring in the poop, they test your poop, and if you're a good poop person, maybe they ask you for more poop. But either way, you come in, you have whatever problem you got going on, Miles, and they're like, we got just the sample for you. You know, like this guy's gut bacteria will help you.
Do they take it in a nugget and give me the nugget?
Right? I don't know.
Do they smear the nugget?
Miles' next checkup. Go on and ask him
like,
about
is that
this.
how it's applied? Do you put it on as a facial cream? What do you do?
I think they put it on the tip of their glove and just stick it in there.
Right?
They do. And then that's enough. That once you get in it, even though it's coming out.
Don't poop it out.
They just grab a little syringe.
Thank you.
It's getting to be that time of year when...
you wipe your ass with my dirty toilet paper.
Oh.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, no.
Make yourself healthy.
It's getting to be that time of the year. Time to have the old talk with your kids as they get older, because your kids, while they're learning about stuff, they're also figuring out some stuff is on the internet. And sometimes that conversation can be a little bit awkward to broach, but don't worry. We're here to help.
Oh, good.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So this comes to us from The Guardian from Jess Melendez, and it says, parents, don't panic over porn. Here's how to have an age-appropriate and shame-free talk with your kids.
You like movies too, brother?
Pretty much. So it's a handful of things that they go through, because if you want to broach that subject with your children, there's a handful of things to consider. They say first, to set the stage. Set the stage for yourself. If you start from fear, oh no, my child might see this terrible thing, the conversation will probably be shut down quickly. But if you ground yourself, it changes everything. Think about the bigger picture. Pornography is not going away. Equipping your child to understand what they see, to ask questions, is far more effective than pretending it doesn't even exist.
I'm talking to my daughter about this tonight.
All right, yeah, just sit her down.
Yeah, I am.
One day you're going to find pornography.
Dad, I'm 26.
What kinds of questions do they think your kid wants to ask you about porn?
Yeah.
It's like, brother, that tingle you get, trust me, it's a very personal thing.
Let me show you what your mom likes.
Start with your values. Exactly, Miles. Before talking about porn, take a moment to reflect on what you do want your child to know about sex and relationships. Do you want them to value consent, to understand that intimacy is about connection, not just performance, to know that their bodies deserve care and dignity? That's part of the problem with porn, is that it's sex is a great connection between two people. It's like, but we've lost it in this like performative thing. Like, all right, now that I know what sex is, let's get after it. Like, it's nothing like this.
Consent is everything. After that, whatever you guys consent to is your own business.
Yes.
And I don't want to know.
But I can imagine in the younger generation, because they have so much access to it, like it was tougher for us. But like, I mean, I still have friends where it's like, that is not real life.
No,
right. Not everybody looks like that. Like, her body doesn't look like that. Yours certainly doesn't. And some of those positions.
Damn, yours certainly doesn't. Damn, Ted. Okay. Jesus. Knock him down a couple notches, bro. Just have the conversation.
And not everybody's down for that.
Mike,
yeah, exactly.
Mike Jackson is watching our new YouTube channel.
Yes.
At KISW Rock says, the fecal transplant, doctors actually shove the feces down a tube down your throat and into your stomach. I'm not kidding.
Okay. Well, it bypasses all the taste receptors.
And then you...
Yeah, and then you pass it.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
But the burp would be terrible.
Back to porn.
Back to some more talk of porn. They'd say to explain what porn is and what it isn't, as Ted was saying there. There's a wide spectrum of adult content, including work that is ethical and respectful, but most of what young people stumble across online is not that. It's mainstream porn, which often misrepresents sex and relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Because they're interested in me.
In that sense, I would say it like, look, man... You know how, like, Deadpool's super cool, but no one's actually like that?
Correct.
It's kind of the same. This is the world of make-believe. Right. And if you're lucky, you will experience what they're experiencing, but you won't.
Correct. They also say to keep it open and shame-free. Many parents worry if I talk about porn, won't it make my child want to watch it? Talking about porn doesn't spark curiosity, it builds critical thinking. Kids are already exposed to sexual content through media, jokes, and the internet. I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
If my mom talked to me about porn when I was a kid, the last thing I'd want to do is deal with porn because I don't want to think of my mother.
Right.
When I'm looking at porn. Like, if you want to prevent your kid from watching porn, talk to them about porn.
Right. Tell them that you've got a video out there that they might stumble across.
I'd like to watch this with you. Like, trust me. They'll be like,
God, that would be it, though.
Yes.
You sit there and just watch it through like, okay, and then here is when we go into the... You just have an anatomy lesson like these are.
And what she's doing now.
Right. Son, if you like pogs, none of the fellas going to look like you.
We just got to get used to it. Oh, jeez. Practical conversation starters. Many parents just want to know what to say. We do have the ways to start the conversation depending on your child's age, plus how to gauge where they're at. They start with warming it up with a temperature check.
Oh.
Ask your child what they already know or have heard. Have you ever seen something online that made you feel weird or uncomfortable? Why is it always weird and uncomfortable? I'm rather comfortable.
They're not going to tell you
going
about
on.
that.
No.
They are not going to tell you about that.
You ever gotten a funny feeling, Sean?
I wouldn't tell you about that now. No.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of things locked in there that's like, you don't get to know that that's what I'm into.
Keep it to yourself.
That's my thoughts, yes.
Hey, Dad, this one's got a chair at the foot of the bed like your room. What's this mean?
What is this for?
Mom does have a lot of friends.
Is that woman going to jail?
I want to deliver pizzas when I get older.
Can I get a white van and $500?
Well, I'm a captain of a boat now.
That's right. Tailor your response. Sometimes younger tweens, 10 to 12, sometimes kids see things online that aren't made for them, like pornography. It might show people's bodies and sexual stuff, but not what real relationships look like. If you ever see something that makes you uncomfortable, you can tell me. As far as the teenagers, you might hear about porn from friends or even see it for yourself. Just so you know, it's made to be entertainment, not education. I'm entertained.
I'm there for the entertainment.
Real sex involves communication, consent, and care.
You want to ruin it for him? Part of like bust my son. I do that with your mom. He would shut that computer down in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Like, I don't like it.
Right, but nobody watches porn to watch a couple argue.
No.
Like I mean, that's just normal part of being in a relationship. Like, oh, this one's great. Just like, oh.
Well, what if it was called makeup sex? They have like little scenes that are...
Right.
I'm tired of you.
What if there was a practical porn channel that was just 20 minutes, the guy being like, come on, baby, it's my birthday.
Come on, you said you would.
Right, come on. I'm already halfway ready to go.
Right. I took my last Viagra.
This is the part where she says she has a headache.
Right. And hit pause. Okay.
That's
now
right.
your mom would say her head is killing her.
That's right. So now what does he do here? Does he keep begging or does he start massaging the shoulders?
That's why on your birthday, you go up to her with a glass of water and 3 Advil. And you go, this is for your headache. And she says, I don't have a headache. And you go, cool.
All right. Preloading the gun. Exactly. Well done, Miles.
Then.
Liar. Oh, for any age, they say, I know this can feel awkward, but I'd rather we talk about it together than leave you to figure it out alone. Don't worry. They'll figure it out.
Because I want you to feel more awkward.
Right.
In fact, I want you to remember this moment for the rest of your life because this is god-awful for you.
Right.
It's also good to why you have such sex education in schools.
Yes.
Because I remember me and my friends, and just the missed knowledge was unreal.
Yeah.
All the things you don't. My daughter, she did sex ed 2-3 years ago, and I knew it, and it's fine, and she was appalled, and all the things you'd expect them to be, because sex ed, they just explain clinically what it is. They do not make it sound fun, right? So the thing is, then my daughter goes over to a friend's house, and this friend of hers has 3 younger siblings. So by the time I got there to pick her up, the mom's like, And your daughter explained sex ed to all the kids. And they're sitting around the dining room table. So the youngest was like 7 at the time. He just looked.
He's terrified.
Yeah. So I had to tell my daughter, like, hey,
He's also not.
He's not in the grade you are, man.
It's also a little bit more important for females based on what they're going through.
Yes.
And then I'll leave you with this final bit that they talk about when it comes to parents talking to their kids about porn. Their final thought: you don't need to know everything. Here's a secret most kids wish their parents knew. What they want is reassurance, honesty, and openness, saying, I don't know, but I'll find out. Models lifelong learning and lets your child know that questions are safe in your home. Talking about porn may never feel comfortable, but that's okay. Also, they're going to do what they're going to do.
They're going to do what they're going to do.
It's not real life. It is not real scenarios at all.
We all figured it out.
That's right.
We all did.
We all found the way.
Yes.
It's okay. Don't worry. Hang in there. A man in BC, Canada was
do your own laundry.
A man in BC, Canada was just trying to get himself a Slurpee, and he ended up arrested, Miles.
Why was he arrested?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Thrillhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast country superstar Morgan Wallen. That's right. He seems to be in the news more and more. This time, something went wrong, but it was an innocent thing. So he played a show in Toronto, and he walked out with former Blue Jays slugger Jose Bautista. All right. So the place, of course, they go absolutely ape-ass. But one of the things people remember about Jose, specifically if you live in Toronto, is his legendary bat flip after he hit a monster home run in the 2015 American League Divisional Series. All right?
Yeah.
So Morgan and he are now walking out to the stage before Morgan's show. So Jose hands Morgan a bat and encourages him to do the bat flip on stage, man. You know what I mean? Let people know. And Morgan obliged. And as he launched it, it flew directly at Jose's wife, hitting her in the face.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
It came right at the camera.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He didn't mean to.
Oh,
It's
no.
a direct shot, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this thing.
Well, that sucks.
The good news is Jose was like, hey, man, she's all right. Wasn't as bad as it looked, but, yeah, he's not good on the bat flip there. So keep going, Morgan. So let's drink. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bichola.
Let's get a contestant on the line there for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
On Fox 1, now you can stream your favorite live sports, so you can be there live for the biggest moments. Touchdown! And catch history in the making. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
You can't count on much these days,
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
In the UEFA Champions League, every moment is a story.
Paris Saint-Germain have won the Champions League.
And every great story needs an audience. Feel every match.
Mbappe in the middle.
Every goal.
Oh, would you believe this?
From the best clubs.
Real Madrid strike.
And the biggest stars.
Bukayo Saka scores.
This is the world's best soccer.
Momentous and iconic.
The UEFA Champions League. Stream every match live exclusively on Paramount Plus.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live.
Get out.
Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger.
That was genius.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Steven Thrill-Hill, could you please tell everyone on Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Julia Girl and your Johnson, hola!
Hola, yeah.
Girl and your Johnson. Thursday, how you guys doing today, gentlemen?
Doing great, man.
We're tired.
Yeah, I know. Still reeling a little bit from Saturday because we did it right.
Yeah.
All right, Hefe.
I saw y'all getting talked to there on Saturday.
It was a good time, brother.
Yes, it was.
Alone.
All right, Hefe, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes, sir, I do. I sure hope so. You just explained it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you got a choice of one of three categories today. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for causing the mess.
We're going to animalize this.
All right, here's the story of a 46-year-old employee wearing an inflatable animal costume outside of a Florida store, strangled a bike-riding juvenile with whom he had an ongoing dispute. So, Rodney Plathey, he was outside of a business early Friday evening when multiple juveniles rode by on bikes. At the time, Plathey, who is a registered sex offender, was wearing an animal suit costume. Now, the business is adjacent to a busy highway, and the costume worker, a la sign spinner, serves obviously to attract attention to passing motorists. Now, investigators allege that Plathey, who had previously tangled with the young riders, he waved the juveniles over to him. He was joined outside by the store owner. Now, as the owner was addressing the group on the bikes, one of the kids tried to ride away. As the owner grabbed the bike's handlebars to prevent a collision with himself, that's when Plathey approached the victim from behind and placed him in a chokehold, again, while wearing an inflatable animal costume. The victim, whose age is not in the court records, told police that he was unable to breathe for a brief period of time until the defendant released him a few seconds later. That's when officers were then called. Now, Plathey was arrested for battery by strangulation, which is a felony. The man in the animal costume showed indication of alcohol influence and refused to speak with cops. After 2 days in the county jail, Plathey was freed after posting $10,000 bail, and a judge has ordered him to have no contact with the victim. So the question is, what kind of animal was Chokey McChokerson dressed as? Was he an inflatable chicken? Was he an inflatable puppy? Was he an inflatable bear? Or was it an inflatable dinosaur? So chicken, puppy, bear, or dinosaur. What was this man dressed like when he started choking out a kid?
Holy Florida, are you sure you didn't just read the one for drugs?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, Sorry, I really want to lean towards inflatable dinosaur because that's just the one that's just really popular.
Jeff, I'm going with you. I'm joining with you. I'm going to go inflatable dinosaur as well.
You said they were laughing at him as they rode by?
I'm assuming they were. I don't know. They didn't really get into it, but both the owner and this guy, they had been dealing with these kids before. It's teen kids being teen kids.
Ted, what do you think?
I mean, T-Rex makes the most sense, but just for S and giggles, I'll go bear.
Bear. Okay. What was this guy dressed up as? An inflatable chicken, puppy, bear, or dinosaur? We'll find out next.
Oopsie. Hang on. My bad.
That was a tease.
You're listening to The Men's Room.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
Category has animal access on profile. This, we got a 46-year-old employee wearing a costume. He got into it with a kid that he had a local beef with. Put a kid in a chokehold. Turns out the guy in the costume was drunk, and he ended up in jail for the weekend. Question is, what was he dressed as? Part of the business outside to lure people in.
Yeah.
You've seen it. Inflatable chicken, inflatable puppy, inflatable bear, or an inflatable dinosaur?
And, Jeff, that is the very question that we posed with you, and you and Miles Montgomery agreed. You wanted to tried and true inflatable dinosaur, presumably the T-Rex variety. He was not dressed as a dinosaur, I'm afraid. D. Smith, you went with a bear.
Just for the hell of it.
He was not a bear. This dude was dressed as a puppy.
No, he wasn't. Oh, really?
He was dressed, not even a dog, man, specifically a puppy, and got this kid in choke.
Now I need to know what the business sells.
It's either a pet store or
okay,
a
all right,
place.
Fair enough.
Right, it is an animal-related place, but yeah, choked a dude out dressed as a puppy.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, we're going to start with some sports stuff from around the nation. First of all, did everybody see the woman that was the new ultimate Karen?
I read
the Phillies fan, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So you got the final of B's a Boss. He's been popping up all over. There's been Karens all over. And I'm not trying to take a swipe at women, but there seems to be a certain age you got to cut your hair short.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman has what you would think is the stereotypical Karen cut.
Karen cut, yeah.
So basically, here's the rules. A ball hits in the stands. She did not grab it, and it landed in the row behind it. So this guy ran over, grabbed it, and then gave it to his kid. She runs over, berates him, and it's like, hey, you got to give the ball back. And to the dad's...
Ball back to who?
To her, because she's like, it's our ball. So some people kind of got on the dad, because he kind of reacted like, oh, my God. And then he actually gave her the ball back, and they're like, how could you do it? But I like it. The dad was like, look, man, I was just trying to show an example, de-escalate the situation. He's like, look, it was crazy, but he's like, I'm not going to get in a fight with a woman over this ball.
Over a foul ball.
It's a ball at the end of the
day. And he got
it
fair and square.
He did.
It wasn't like a fight or anything. He just picked it up off the ground and went back and gave it to his kid.
It hit their seats. They didn't catch it.
Yeah.
And it rolled down to the next row. It's like, if you don't catch it, that's fair game. Keep your head on a swivel.
This is understood, yeah.
Awareness. Right. And not only that, he gave it to his son. So anyhow, then the Marlins went down, gave her a nice gift, or gave the kid a nice gift. I think the Phillies, he got to meet the Philadelphia player, got a bat signed. I want to say somebody even gave him World Series tickets.
And a brand new RV. And a new RV.
Yeah.
So good for her.
Yeah.
I'm going to set this up with someone like, hey, look, man, I'm going to just be a turbo bitch, right? You know what I mean? Berate me, I'm going to give you the ball and see if I can get hooked up. That is unbelievable.
If you want to do it with your son, I'll even throw a shove in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
And then snatch the ball out of his hand, right?
Boom.
I'll throw a shove in there.
Basically,
give me the ball.
Basically, he kind of...
You'll get nothing, and I'll get in jail.
Right. As delicately as he could put it, say, my family was there. I did not want to do anything that I would regret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
In other words, I think he would have cold-cocked her.
I just don't understand what is
if they'd
wrong
have been in
with
a bar.
people. And then to just go over there and be like, that's... Apparently she was like, and in our seats, that's our ball. It's like, no, it's not.
That's not how that works.
Right. You got to catch it on the fly, or it's anybody's fault.
If the player drops it, they don't just call an out anyway. What, hit my glove?
Yeah. Well, it was hit towards me.
I mean, come on.
All right. Now, this one's pretty funny. All right. You got the A's and Texas Rangers. They're playing a baseball game.
All right.
All right. So the first part of this audio I'm going to cut to is the camera pans over, and there is a couple. She is eating a certain brand of ice cream sandwich. So you'll hear them first start commenting on the ice cream.
I go for one of them, too. Little It's It.
It's it. What's that?
What's an It's It?
Yeah.
On behalf of... you are a handful, Chris, let me tell you.
All right, so I'm cutting the audio there. Now, as he's about to explain what an It's It is, the woman is wearing a tank top. It is very voluptuous.
All right.
The husband notices the camera and goes over and grabs her breast.
Oh.
So you hear that guy in his voice. Now, here's what you don't know when he goes, oh, you're a handful to the guy on the air. Now, I cut it there because there is 30 seconds of silence. And you can hear them just kind of giggling in the background. The camera pans away very quickly. And then the inning ends. They finally say something.
Fly ball center. That'll end the inning. Ace down by a few.
They're just so caught off guard. And it's the guy's wife.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Probably not best for everybody to see, but also it's like his wife, they're having fun. But I don't blame when he's just like, oh, and it's oh, you're a handful too, dude.
Just grabbing him something in the middle of a game.
Yeah, right.
Side note, It's are fantastic. Just an ice cream sandwich.
I've never had an It's It.
What? Yeah, I had no idea what that was.
I think it's like Fat Boy brand ice cream sandwiches.
Is
So
it
ice
ultimately
cream-
just an ice cream sandwich, or is
Yeah.
it back to what you were saying with the Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich?
No, I think it's just like the Fat Boy is like a specific ice cream sandwich that's very thick.
Okay.
All right.
So I think it's a version of that. But yeah, I mean that guy originally when it pans to him, he's dead serious. He's like, "Oh no, man, I could go for some ice cream. Oh, damn it, you're a handful too."
And they're chocolate covered. There you go. You got that guy right.
Oh,
yeah.
That's. I was wondering what the spin was.
Yeah, all right.
Covered in chocolate. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
My bad. It doesn't look like it's Fat Boy brand.
I just thought it was great. And when I heard it today, I go, Mike, we got to play this. Because, I mean, I cut out the 30 seconds of them just sitting there. And you can just hear them snickering in the back, which I don't blame them. There's plenty of times we get caught snickering.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Macaulay Culkin and his brother, they both emancipated themselves from their parents.
Both of them did.
I know
Macaulay did because it was a big mess. I never even heard about Karen until 10 years ago, maybe.
He was in Home Alone too.
You know what? Let me backtrack. Macaulay Culkin for sure emancipated himself from his parents.
Yes.
But basically, it was like the dad wanted all the money, kind of wanted the fame. So then Macaulay Culkin remembers that John Candy, of all people, the documentary John Candy, I Like Me, premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival the weekend. So he was there. And he was just saying, like, John Candy was one of the first people to point out to him as a child that, like, I think something up with your dad. He said, quote, I think he always had a great instinct. I think he saw listening before we had crested and the Home Alone stuff was happening. It's not hard to see how difficult my father was. It's no secret. So basically, he was like, John Candy even was just like, which is tough to do.
With a kid.
With a kid to be like, man, your dad's kind of bad. But I think he was just like, he could recognize now that John Candy would bring him along on stuff and be like, hey, hang out with me today. You don't need to hang out with me.
They say the documentary is incredibly interesting. I did read one article today that said, try as they might to dig up anything on John Candy. It's all interesting. Everybody just says, what a wonderful human being he is.
Yeah.
Really? Like, so there's nothing. I mean, it's just about his life, that's the way it should be. But you'd think along the road, maybe there's maybe there's a speed bump somewhere or anything or a pothole. Not with John Candy.
No.
And and one of my favorite scenes in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is after Steve Martin just absolutely berates him.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you, how can you stand it? I'll say, I know Ned Griffith, shower curtain ring guy. And that's when John Candy's like, you know what? I like me. So I like the fact that they named
that's pretty cool.
the documentary after that scene. Because, you know what? It was
correct.
It was a powerful scene in the movie.
Right. And Uncle Buck, like, I kind of forget that's before Home Alone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just awesome movie as well and everything. I mean, yeah, John Candy, right, like, just seems like one of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently it was. I mean, I could not find anything bad about him. Yeah. So it's all positive.
We tried.
I want to check that one out. That was Ryan Reynolds produced that one, and I forget who directed it. It's somebody else I like too.
I mean, that makes sense since they're both famous Canadians. They're pretty big up there.
Yeah, I think we get it in a couple weeks.
Nice.
So it's like, it's not too far out.
I want to go check that one out.
Because it was at the film festival, so yeah, it's going to take a little time.
I'll tell you what, and I haven't watched in a while. I think it'll stand up, but go watch Canadian Bacon. It is one of the dumbest, simplest movies ever made, but he is awesome in that movie. And it's just the whole idea of starting a war. Because for a while, we weren't always in wars.
Right.
And they want to fire it back up like, I don't know, maybe we'll pick on Canada. Obviously, a lot of stuff was going on this weekend. You had sports back and everything. MTV Music Awards did happen. I really just want to talk about Best Rock Video. Best Rock Video. What do you guys think won?
Probably not
the
rock
Video
band,
Music Awards.
Do we know it as rock? Do we know it as rock? Would we say this is a rock?
Someone like The Weeknd.
No.
I like The Weeknd, but he's not rock.
Right. But
it involves a band that sings. I just don't know that I'll put it to you this
way.
Is it
like Jonas Brothers or something?
I like this band. I'm pretty sure Miles hates them. I don't know if anybody else
is a strong word.
You once got stuck, I want to say, at a dentist appointment.
No, I was in an MRI.
Coldplay.
For an hour.
Coldplay.
For an hour, I couldn't move. And they said, what genre do you like? And I said, well, rock's fine. Whatever. We'll put it on the rock channel. It was the entire Coldplay album.
Oh, no.
And you can't move, and you can't say anything.
Right.
And I was in a living hell, in a prison, in a tube. And as soon as I got out of there, I was like, that was not rock. That was the first thing I know. That was not rock. That was Coldplay. For a freaking hour.
Well, for the MTV Music Video Awards, they are rock, and they won
still
for Best Rock Video.
God, it's not rock.
I don't know. Like I said, after the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opened, and I was go back to this, and they inducted Madonna. Okay, I'm out. I have no idea what the hell is going on anymore.
I get their place. It's just not my type of music. That's all.
I just want to call them rock.
Yeah, that's all.
They're what they are.
I mean, look, again, I like Coldplay.
Sure.
Right? But there's been a couple funny stories about Coldplay, and I would say, like, they're soft rock at best.
At best.
Yeah.
I'd almost call them adult contemporary.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Maroon
that's closer
5
to
is
it.
more rock in my world.
I don't think I disagree with you.
No, I agree.
Also, obviously, you had a lot of football back. We had week 1 last week for college football. College football was on this weekend. Not a ton of massive matchups. Cougs got the job done. Huskies absolutely dominated. Jesus. They hung 70 points Saturday night. Like, my buddy was joking around. I was like, man, I'm getting tired. He goes, we'll go home when they cover the spread. The spread was like 38 points. At halftime, I was like, we're going home.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Then yesterday, obviously, Sunday. First of all, Red Zone was fine. There was a screen Wingstop commercial, which I almost got Wingstop.
About to say, does it get you?
It almost did.
Wingstop gets a pass on my
I'm with you.
Yes.
There was some banner ads, but it wasn't the end-all, be-all. Everybody was jumping off a cliff.
It was fine.
Then, you had, and frankly, just good football games, right? Seahawks game, look, after the game, frustrating loss. Division opponent at home. You don't want to lose those games. But it wasn't all awful. Defense looked good. Tyreek Woolen, just knock a ball down, son. Offense is going to take some time. I think we knew that going into it.
Stop giving the ball to Kenneth Walker.
I'm with you. Just
Nothing against the guy,
Charbonnet's the
but-
man.
right.
And I like K9. I think he still has a place in the offense, but like Charbonnet just should be the starter in and out. But yeah, good game. The Niners are still going to be decent, so that's fine. I mean, just a good overall weekend. I know you guys went through the same.
Oh, yeah. But we were so happy
crushing-
the Steelers won. That was
Yeah. Oh, why not?
Jesus.
Well, and the
Steelers
Seahawks
won,
going to
yeah.
play, but the Ravens-Bills game, man. I mean, look, I don't want to be one of these people, but I mean, you just start Sunday Night Football. That is just
nothing's
the
going to
game.
top it. And look,
That's the game you want.
We came out on the losing side of that, but the one thing I took away, I just said, look, man, there's no reason we should have lost that game, but I've been saying this for 3 years now, and you'll back me up on that. They don't have the mental fortitude to close out games. That's what the Ravens need. You have all the talent, but none of the balls in the guts, right? So until they cover that, You'll lose a game like that, but both of those teams need to walk away and say, hey, either we have the best offenses in the league or our defenses are garbage. It was 41-40, bro. I mean, like, look, I understand.
Derrick Henry did whatever he wanted. But that doesn't change.
Until they fumbled.
Yeah.
Right, but in the end, you go like, man, both of you got, and again, both offenses look decent, but you're a professional athlete. Nobody should put up 40 points. And if you do put up 40 points, you shouldn't lose.
And look, I love defense, but watching those two quarterbacks duel was pretty good.
Jesus, man.
I think we saw Friday night. Who knows? It's week one. There's always going to be crapshoots, but like the Chiefs, they look like they might be headed down. I don't know. I don't want this to come back to haunt me because it's week one.
I've been saying it for 4 years, and I've been wrong every year.
But the good news is you got Monday Night Football. You got the Bears hosting the Vikings. That should be a ton of points.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go to Florida, where a wild boar crashes through a slider door and into someone's home. Now we head up north to B.C., where a man picks a kid's pink Barbie Jeep as his preferred way to roam. Child gets bitten by a copperhead snake, and the daycare does not call 911. A Kentucky nurse saves a raccoon that was having a little bit too much fun. And a survival challenge contestant survives. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
At our top story, we're going to BC, Canada, where delicious Slurpees are worth getting arrested over. A man tells his local media that he wanted to go down to the corner store to get himself a Slurpee, but admits he got a little lazy and decided to borrow a vehicle from his roommate. And by vehicle, he meant his roommate's kid's toy Jeep.
Come on.
Bright pink, everything. It was awesome. Witnesses caught photos of the man rolling down the road on his way to his delicious treat when he was suddenly tailed by local authorities. At first, it was an unmarked police car just tailing him there for a minute, then it let him up. They let him up and pulled him over, eventually putting the man in handcuffs for the infraction due to his intoxicated state. He still contests that he did not know that he was breaking the law, saying that he was using hand signals and everything. But authorities aren't seeing as much humor in the situation as he is, basically talking about how these things need to be licensed and blah, blah, blah.
Did he get a DUI for this?
He did get a DUI for that.
For a Slurpee.
Yeah.
And a pink
Which means
Barbie
he probably could have walked there. That's what I'm thinking. He probably could have walked there. Didn't want to walk there.
Drunk.
So give me the... So I'll just...
I could also... He shouldn't have done it. But I could fathom being drunk and really hungry. But like a Slurpee?
Just a Slurpee.
Just a Slurpee. I think it said a Slurpee and a big bite. I go, dumb, fathomable.
Right.
Just a Slurpee?
Just
what
a
are you,
Slurpee.
12?
He was in a pink Barbie Jeep, so...
Well, I know.
But the fact that he got in that thing.
Yeah.
And it worked.
He's a big dude.
Those are tight.
Yes, sir.
I've tried this before.
Well, getting in him's not so hard. It's getting him to move.
Right. Getting out of them.
He's got to increase the power.
Yeah, it
I
happened
got a
to me
little
couple
tiny
weeks ago.
electric pedal in there.
Try to get a little kid's go-kart. I got in it fine. We didn't get much going.
Damn.
Yeah.
You seen the dad that rigged up his kids to be able to take like the battery for his drill? Surprisingly, that has a lot more power than just your standard ones have, and that thing flew.
Really?
Oh, yeah, burning tires and everything.
Oh.
It was awesome. In other news, wild story out of North Carolina, and a local daycare has a PR nightmare. While out on the playground, one of the 4-year-old children in their care ended up suffering an injury. It happens. We all know this stuff happens, right? So they called the parents and told them that it was most likely a splinter or maybe a minor break in the hand that needed medical attention. They needed somebody to come and pick the kid up and take him to the doctor, right? When a legal guardian, I believe the aunt of the child, arrived at the school, you can imagine their shock when it was revealed that the 4-year-old was bitten on the hand by a copperhead.
Oh.
It's a little bit worse than a splinter.
Why would you not tell them that?
They killed the copperhead.
They did.
They killed it. They knew it happened.
They did.
They still didn't call for a doctor or 911.
That's right.
They didn't take the kid to the hospital immediately.
Shocked that 911 was not called by the daycare. The guardian took the child to the ER where he underwent treatments for his injuries. Medical services were like, we didn't even get a call. Like, they legit did not do anything about this. The daycare refused to comment about the lack of a call to 911 when questioned by local media.
Because what are they going to say?
Right.
There is no good answer with
You're
that.
right. We didn't.
We absolutely effed up. Nice question.
Right.
Honestly, the safety of your children is least concern for us.
Right? Like, I'm trying to noodle this out. Like, did you just panic? You didn't want the parents to freak out that there was a copperhead in your daycare's playground?
But I don't think the parents are going to hold you responsible for a snake being on the playground.
Right, they shouldn't.
But by not telling them then, now they have a lot they can hang their hat on.
Right.
Just like, dude.
If you tell the parents and they freak out that there was a copperhead on your playground, I can side with you like it's a wild animal, it's in a wild area.
Right. There's also a baby.
Right.
who inject, when they do the venom thing, they can't control it.
No.
So you're going to get a bigger dose than if you had an adult bite you.
Right.
And they did not call.
I'm just wondering, like, what are the age of these people? What is the education level?
There you go.
I mean, is this like an 18-year-old kid who just doesn't know?
Right.
If I get bit
Even
by
at 18,
you
I
should
would have
know.
the presence
You
of
should,
mind
especially
to
where
call
you
911.
where you live.
But again, if this kid panics, like, we're going to get in trouble, like, all it needs is that momentary panic for them to not call. I'm not excusing it at all.
No, I
I'm
get what
trying
you're
to do
saying.
about how it happened.
Good God. Maybe this didn't like the kid.
Oh.
As Billy. Whatever.
I'm just saying, if you see me get bit by a snake, go to HR and call my emergency contact my brother. I'm in my mid-40s.
Hey, Chris, can you come pick him up?
I'm 3,000 miles away.
I said, call somebody.
That's right. Hey, soonest plane that you can, man, get over here. Ted needs to go
That's
home.
free,
Call
man.
Marshad. Just call somebody is my point.
Right. Call somebody in emergency services. Get the man help.
Right. He got bit by a snake. It's not venomous. He's freaking
Doesn't
out.
matter. It doesn't matter.
We go to Michigan, where people survive against all odds. In one of the local forests, a survival challenge was being held that was being filmed and would later stream on YouTube, much like we are right now, featuring contestants going through the rigorous challenge of surviving in the wilderness. The problem is, for one of the contestants, things got all too real as she wandered off to film a video. She ended up getting too far into the dense forest and got herself lost. Camera crews searched the forest for hours before finally calling rescue services to track her down, and they deployed K-9 units. They combed the area.
Sure.
Several hours went by. They couldn't find her then either. It wasn't until a helicopter flew over 18 hours later before she was found. 18 whole hours in the forest, Steve. She didn't need any medical attention when they found her, thank God.
Should she win?
Right? That's kind of the whole question.
It's a survival challenge. She disappeared, man.
Right.
But she survived.
I
mean, to me, you are the winner.
Right. I also just like that, she survived 18 hours. Now, granted, she probably was very uncomfortable.
Sure.
Probably was hungry. 18 hours?
It's 18 hours.
It's 18 hours. And she was smart enough to go into the open part of the field and wave down a helicopter that was flying up ahead.
But she survived. It's like the kid, the best hide and go seek from 30 years ago. The Selma found the kid.
That's right.
Like, he is crushing this game.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
To Kentucky, where a baby raccoon is going to have a wild hangover. A local nurse became concerned about a raccoon that she saw running around a nearby parking lot, seemingly in a panic. They moved in to investigate and discovered that the raccoon was actually a concerned mother whose babies were trapped in a dumpster that belonged to a nearby distillery.
Uh-oh.
They were able to hoist one of the two babies out of the dumpster using a shovel, but the other was lying face down in the liquid and was not responsive. She dug the baby out and noticed that she had drowned in the fluids, but immediately began CPR. Eventually, the baby came to, and it was confirmed she was just really, really drunk.
She gave CPR to a drunk raccoon.
Passed out in the liquid, it would have drowned.
That's right. That's right. Well, it was drowning at that point. It was face down in that liquid as it was drunk off its ass. It was handed over to a local vet clinic where it sobered back up to full health.
Are you a hero in that case?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, to the mama raccoon, absolutely. But I go, okay.
Thank you. You saved my baby.
You saved a drunk baby raccoon who was drunk in a dumpster.
Mom, I like this stuff.
Mm-hmm. So do we.
And it was like peach schnapps or something like that.
I get it, man. If I'm a raccoon, that would
Hell yeah.
When I was drunk in a dumpster, God save me.
I got yelled at.
Men's room sports. The Seahawks did not fare well as we'd hoped in the season opener, eventually falling to the Niners. They will lick their wounds and prepare for the next weekend against the Steelers. We got a 10 a.m.
Come on,
next weekend,
Hawks.
boys.
Yes.
What you going to watch tonight? You got some Monday Night Football action over on ABC and ESPN. And the Cardinals are in town taking on the Mariners over on Root Sports. We got St. Louis in town, boys. Start the weather, mostly cloudy. Yeah, screw you, Brett. Mostly cloudy skies here with a slight chance of rain with a low right around 57. As far as tomorrow, we're going to look at partly cloudy skies with a high right around 73. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawkins.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Taryn Daly, Steve Mix from the Daily Mix Morning Show. Join us tomorrow. Once again, we will sit and spin. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Letha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim. This is incredible.
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go. This time for real.
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, starting with a classic Week 1 NFC North rivalry between the Lions and the Packers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
On Fox 1, you can stream Fox's biggest moments live. Get out! Bigger.
I can feel the sweat, and I can smell it a little.
Bigger.
That was genius!
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Fox 1, we live for live. Streaming now.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
In the UEFA Champions League, every moment is a story.
Paris Saint-Germain have won the Champions League.
And every great story needs an audience. Feel every match.
Mbappe in the middle.
Every goal.
Oh, would you believe this?
From the best clubs.
Real Madrid strike.
And the biggest stars.
Bukayo Saka scores.
This is the world's best soccer.
Momentous and iconic.
The UEFA Champions League. Stream every match live exclusively on Paramount Plus.
What is it that makes the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid an incredible SUV? Is it the spacious interior that's comfy for the whole crew? Or the capability to go off-road? Maybe it's up to 600-plus miles of range. What if it's all that and more? What is it then?
The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Is it the driver behind the wheel?
No.
Are you sure?
The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. So much more than just another SUV.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.